Ladies and gentlemen, this absolute rad stream of Jake the Alright, supported by Martin Falkman, CEO of New Caloric Agriculture. Enjoy watching this stream, and don't forget to follow. See you Starside. Praise the Fork.
Always fun switching over. Aku Kraken, undefined. Elster, how's it going? Elster, thanks for the bits. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm gonna try to get this damn sparrow. We're not even level 5 yet, and we need to be level 15. So, and Ace was saying, "Oh, it's easy. It's easy." Here it is. We're 2 days away from the end of the thing. Still haven't gotten it. Undefined, thank you for thanking Elster for the bits. Hope you're doing well, dude. Drops are enabled. Easy, it's painful. I know. But Ace was said, oh, this is easy. This isn't even like a real grind for it. Like, my constitution is weak. Ace, how's it going, dude? Ace, do you want to play some? Are you busy? I'm trying to get my my damn gun sparrow. All right. After this match, I'll join you. I'll join you indeed. Indeed. Ay. I was just talking shit about you, Ace. How you're telling me it would be easy to get this thing. Joel, how's it going, dude? This is PvE Marathon. You know, I think the more I learn about Destiny, the more I understand that, I did not say that, but okay. More I learn about this, I think maybe the thing that makes me not interested in doing all the reading might be the fantasy elements. Maybe that's what it is. Oh shit. Oh, I'm shooting where they are, not where they're gonna be. Here we go. Someone's gonna be there. Yeah, oh my god. A little bit wrong. Shit. Oh, what are you doing? He's stuck. God damn it. Elster, how's it going? There's tanks in Destiny now. There are tanks in Briggs, and we are battling in them, and it's pretty sick. Although the thing that I don't like is that your body falls out of them. Oh shit. There we go. Oh, I gotta get that coin. That's one of my things I'm doing. But yeah, it's pretty sick. Does getting a kill give you that back? There we go. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I am not good. I think half the people who are mad at Marathon are Destiny 2 fans getting burnt by Bungo. Yeah, which, you know, and I've said a few times, like, I get it. Like, I get where you're coming from there. Come on. Oh, come on. He's so low. Well, get out of my way, bud. There we go. Okay, that's cool. It's good for the team. There we go. And a coin for me. Ooh, good boost, bud. Uh-oh. Oh, come on now. Come on, get out of the way. Ooh. Oh shit, he's flying. Oh my god. The chaos. Oh, I hate that you collide into the dead ones. Oh my god. This is Deep Stone Crypt Exo stuff not interests you. It does. Honestly, I have also Ace has explained that to me. Ace has explained that to me as well. I do also believe that the Deep Stone Crypt video is one of the Bife videos that I've watched as well. He would have to read that, but I don't have to read it. I can watch it. So fuck you, Ace. Oh shit. Come on now. And I'm fine with reading. I love the reading. I love to read. Love me a good oh. I don't know what Destiny does to, I don't know what they could do to get people on board who aren't like tuned into it. It's just so much. It's so difficult to even wrap your head around, and so much of what they're doing is built. I'm interested to see what the Edge of Fate stuff is like, because it sounds really up my alley. But also, what doesn't sound up my alley is understanding the footless, or sorry, the the feet out guy. That does not sound interesting to me. Like, the concept of the 9 is interesting. The Paraverse is cool. Moving paid content, getting replaced with subpar paid content. I pissed at them as well. The Red War back. Was the Red War really... Okay, that was the first campaign? Was Red War? Or was that the first DLC? Because I played through the original campaign. And I voice cracked there when I hit puberty as well. And I remember thinking it was cool. Remember thinking about the big chunky boys. Red War playthrough group therapy viewing with. Is there really not a, like, is there nobody out there who's somehow like, okay, there's like a group of people who are like professional, like all they do is mine Bungie content, right? As it releases. So it's like, is there really nobody out there who's gotten like the Red War campaign playable just on their own? Oh God, we're all together here. Easy now. Okay, he's not gonna be there. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Nice, nice. Oh. Missing, missing, missing. Missing every shot. Made it out in the end. Pretty cook for new people. New Ray the Nice stuff has dungeons featured for 3 weeks each, which is wild. I did see that. So the Spire stuff didn't change over to the other ones. It's like reading emails or a web article. Let's go, Destiny. It's lore books. Jacob, I don't read. It's the fantasy. It's the fantasy elements. That's what I'm saying. There's too much depth. It's like trying to get into the Wheel of Time. Although with the Wheel of Time, fair enough, a little bit easier since all the books are there and experience them as they were. They can get all the assets, but most of the gameplay is controlled by the server side code, which we don't get. Gotcha. So they need to recreate it. You want to chat, Ace? You want to hop in chat, or are you busy? Just baffles me how Bungo doesn't have access to their own game. Yeah. I think that's like, there's like a bunch of technical elements to that make sense based off how they run their stuff. But it is kind of wacky. I would imagine they do have some version of it, right? It would just be very difficult to get it out. Yeah, give it enough effort, but they're not going to say that it's just available because then customers would demand to put it back in. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, Ace.
Good
morning.
I was trying to determine when you were going to play Destiny this week, but you didn't list it in your announcement.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what I was gonna play when I started. I was like, oh, I'll just kind of go. I was gonna play Doom this morning. Yeah, Undefined, if you want to join, dude. Are you on my here? Let me back out real quick. Are you on my Bungo friends? But yeah, I didn't know I was playing because I was gonna play Doom this morning, but for Game Pass, I think it comes out this evening, so I'll probably be doing that tomorrow. But I'm more excited for Doom than I thought I would be.
The first one, the first of the remakes, I mean.
Yeah.
I think I played it a little bit. I didn't have a console that could play it at the time, but I played it on a friend's console, and it was pretty good. It's just, I don't know.
This one apparently is going much slower. Yeah, about 10, 12 hours exactly, Joel. So like, okay, so Doom 2016 I thought was good, but it was just about as fast as I would ever want it to be. Like, if it was any faster, I would be like, all right, it's a little too much for me. And then the next Doom Eternal, I think is what it's called, was like 10 times faster than that. So this one seems like slower paced medieval Doom. Also, yes, mechs as well. And I think there's a dragon maybe you ride or something. But over the top metal shit is always cool. The visuals are always sick.
I will say, like, I like Titanfall 2. Like, I like the speed of that game.
Oh yeah.
Like how you I played a lot of Black Ops 3. Have you ever played that game?
Yeah.
And I really liked the movement of it, like the wall running, the sliding, just the general like the movement feel. And I felt like that in Doom, but the issue I had with Doom was the fact that like you're in the middle of like, oh, you're doing all these combos, and then all of a sudden you have to do a finisher to get health and ammo.
Yeah.
But it just like it feels like you're just hitting like you're stumbling, because you're like, oh, you're moving all these fast, and then all of a sudden you stumble, and then you move fast again, then you stumble. Like it is fluid, but it just, I don't know, it felt weird to me.
Yeah, it definitely, like, there's so many systems that you have to keep track of, and like in a way that can be rewarding, I guess, like if you chain them together. But I felt like it introduced new stuff throughout like the duration of the game. Like I feel like I was still seeing new stuff at the end of the game, so I was like, maybe I'm an idiot, but I never got like super used to it.
I never got to finish it, so I might need to go back through and play it.
But I'm excited for this one. I think I'll stay with this one. This game is slow. Yeah, the load up, and it's loud, and it's really fucking loud. What is this? What is the 7th Seraph Carbine? Hold on now. This looks kind of sick. This looks like a future AK. All right, kind of fuck with that. I need to finish the final shape so I can get that one that you have, which is just like an M4.
It takes a long time to get, but it's worth it.
Yeah, that shit seems good.
Undefined has joined us now.
Okay, sweet. Let's do it. Oh,
if you did want to finish this as fast as possible, you need to finish the daily quest and the weekly quest.
Oh yeah, I got the Shaxx quest as well, right?
Yeah, so you need to finish that as well. So the daily quest will give you, the daily challenges, will give you about a level of experience. The weekly will give you 3, and then you can also re-roll them. And then for the quest, you have to re-roll. So whenever you get to that point in the quest, I would re-roll one of them. You can see their quest by looking at the heavy metal on your quest tab.
You. Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out right now, because I think I might have to go back to Shaxx. Is it featured? Here we go. Path of Demolition. Challenge re-rolled. Okay. Re-roll a completed daily challenge. Gotcha. Eternal's like snorting doses of mega ADHD. Okay, so I need to complete a challenge first, I guess. So let's just rock it. It's just heavy metal out right now.
Good.
Still enjoyed it. Streamed it to my quite religious Christian friends and told them it's a game about purging demons. You can't get more Christian than this. Yeah. They loved it. Nice. There's some good demon slaying in that. I feel like is in line. We have a new pope now, so I'm sure maybe the new American pope will bless us with during Doom's new release. We can only hope. What do you think it is, Ace? What do you think it is? What does Destiny have to do for new people to understand it?
I think the issue now is the fact that like the game just has such a reputation about it that if you've heard about Destiny, there's a pretty good chance that you just heard some negative sentiment about it. It doesn't matter like who you are in the gaming community.
Yeah.
It's just like if you've heard about Destiny, if you know about Destiny, either one, you've played it, or 2, you don't, or you've heard bad things about it. Like there's not really many people that have never heard of the game ever. They exist, but there's a lot of people that like if they've even heard a mention about it, it's always but I don't like oh, the game shit. Like I've always heard that, or like, oh, I've always heard bad things about Destiny. Like that's anytime I talk to someone that's never played it, that's the only thing they say. It's like, oh, I've always heard it's a bad game.
Interesting.
Like, but you've never played it. You've never like, and I don't think the only thing that I think will kind of make a separation is if they make a new one. Because
Mhm.
people whenever I say Destiny, they go, "Oh, I like Destiny," and I'm like, "Yeah, I play Destiny 2," and they're like, "Ooh, I don't like Destiny 2 though." Even though it's like it's the same universe, the story's better, like everything else is like it's added on to it. Like I just don't understand. And like the gunplay is a lot better, but it's the baggage that it has.
Well, a part of it I think is I like a slice of cake, but I don't like a whole cake being slammed into my mouth, and that's what it feels like when you start Destiny. Destiny 2, a good game with PvE, and gunplay, but with terrible monetization. Do you think the monetization's? I feel like you get a lot for what you pay. Maybe the
Compared to
seasonal
other
stuff.
games, I don't think it's that bad, and the monetization's changing quite a bit. There's like all season stuff is going to be free now.
Okay.
So anything that's related to a season will be free.
I guess the first seasonal stuff I've done was the heresy stuff. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
He's up top.
Yeah, but you used to have to pay for that, but now it's all going to be free.
So like we wouldn't have gotten the nope, no sniper. We wouldn't have gotten the roguelike mode and all that, right? If it was, I'm like missing everything.
The fact that seasons were paid for makes it a little bit easier to develop. And the other thing is, so I have a lot of.
Whoa.
If you think about it, like
Smacked.
the seasons in Destiny are not like seasons in like Battlefield or COD or Fortnite. In like, I'm just gonna give like Call of Duty for example. Let's say you buy a battle pass in Call of Duty. What is it, like $10 or something?
I think so, right? Like 10 for the season. That's what it was in like Fortnite.
And you get all you do is get content, but you get new maps as well. You get content in the battle pass as long as you play, and then you get new maps, and everyone gets new maps in game, but like you don't have to have the thing for that. But the problem is that's it. It's just like you're just getting like a playable map. It's not like they were adding, at least back in the day. I'm talking about whenever seasons first started in Destiny. It's not like they were adding like DMZ to the battle pass, like a completely new game mode that changes except like how you would interact with the game. While with Destiny, whenever they do seasons, they're adding story content, they're adding completely new activities that are different than anything that's in the game currently. Yes, they reuse assets, and people always say that, but like they're adding stuff to the game. It's like in a meaningful way, not just, oh, we added a few skins and we called it a season. That's it, like they're actually doing stuff. And I feel like a lot of people are kind of just done with it now, because now there's so many games that can do free-to-play have a free-to-play model. So it's like, why would I pay for Destiny when I can just do a free-to-play? So then they went free-to-play, and it's not really a free-to-play game, it's a free-to-try game. But I think now, once the new expansion comes out, like, it's actually going to be more of a free-to-play game. Which, like, it's gonna change it for the good. But I don't know. I feel like with people that complain about monetization it felt like to me are the same people that will pay, $15 for one new zombies map. It's like, yeah, I'll pay I'll pay to get a whole season, to get not just one season, but I'll just pay for all the seasons for $20 if I just get if I get it in the collector's edition, or not collector's edition, but the other edition, the ultimate edition is what it's called. I don't know. I would akin it more to like WoW, because it is a MMO. It's not it's a first-person shooter, but it's an MMO at its heart. So if you go back to like play WoW, was like WoW. Well, WoW didn't have microtransactions. Like, yeah, but they had a subscription service. and I doubt anyone would want a Destiny to go to be a subscription service.
Yeah. Well, they got microtransactions. What, probably after Wrath of the Lich King or something.
I never played WoW. I played WoW one time.
Very early on, yeah.
Yeah.
It was only subscription.
It was like a free to play 30 days. I don't know. I couldn't get into it because it was top down RTS. The biggest RTS game I've ever played was it's not RTS, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's like the way it feels.
A clicky
I like
kind of game.
Yeah. I like Age of Empires 2 is the best of Age of Empires.
Okay.
And I will die on that hill. Because it's just like Zelda. The first one you played is your favorite. Age of Empires 2 is my favorite.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die under here. Ah, he's low.
No, he just got your coin. That's why he's not low anymore.
I think the coin should give more health.
I think they give enough. What you need to do is you need to like coordinate more with your team. I was playing yesterday and we were coordinating more and we were able to like mop a few teams pretty easily. Or just having fun.
Oh shit, oh god, they're all over here. Oh hey, there you are. A little bit of tank hug. Quack. Only RTS experience is Halo Wars. Halo Wars was so good. I should go back and play Halo Wars. I will say,
I do love Halo Wars.
Are they frozen? Oh no, they're just not moving.
Nope.
Oh my god, we're so close. Are all three of them up here? Oh, we gotta get. Oh, we gotta get that guy.
The guy on the bridge is really low. They're all really low.
Oh, nice. Okay, Undefined just picked up one.
Oh, we need to kill one and then just pick up his coin.
Got it.
And we win.
Nice.
That's all we need.
Nice. Hope you're doing well, Quack. Wish we got a very large scale Halo Wars. Woo indeed in Undefined.
Oh,
yeah.
By the way, for the levels, 5 losses equal 1 level on the pass. So if you play 75 games, wins or losses, you'll finish it. I think a win might count as 2.
Okay.
I don't know for sure.
So in theory, every 4 wins should be a level.
Roughly, yeah.
Okay.
I went to orbit, and I'm not the leader, so I just left.
Oh. I was gonna say, do I have to return to orbit, or does it? It should just take us to the next one, right?
Return to orbit. Yeah, you have to return to orbit now since I left.
Yeah.
I like to return to orbit if it was like a close game, because you'll get matched up with if you just stay in, you'll get matched up with the exact same.
Okay, but if it's not a close game, you're like, oh, I'll go beat up on these guys again.
I'll just stay in it, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
We had a few matches yesterday that like we got matched up with people that were just owning us, and
really
but we were staying in hoping they would leave, and we literally played 3 games back to back with them.
Heard that you don't need to win. That's going to be helpful for me. I've had success. I've had success so far today. I think we're all wins right now. Okay, I got set. What are the coins for? The event tokens? What am I doing with those?
Press down on your D-pad when you're on that screen, and there's four screens, so it tells you what to do.
Going down.
And then go down again, and there's a store, and you can buy stuff with the coins.
Any of this?
And then if you go down again, that's the title.
Oh, okay. I kind of do want the heavy metal title. Defeat vehicles, complete the event track in the event home. That's just all the levels. Do I have to do the secret triumphs as well?
So the secret ones are gilding. So there's something called, acquiring the title, and there's something called gilding the title. So typically with an event that reoccurs, so an example is Solstice or Guardian Games, once you get the title, when the titles first came out, it was like, oh, what's the point of playing this year? I've already got the title. Well, they were like, oh, we're going to do something called gilding the title, where you do these extra challenges that just say, like, I played it again. So Let me go to, if you inspect me, let me do this. Here we go. So I've acquired, I got the champ seal, which is Guardian Games. And if you look at it, it says champ. But I think it should show that you've gilded it. Yeah, it's like the little round thing.
Where do I even see that?
See how it says champ at my knees? Go back up to my character and then
your
look
knees.
at the right above my name, like at my knees, where it would say. It also says it right there.
Champ. Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you get a prettier looking version.
Yeah. So if I, but you can, but the titles, the name of it is different from the thing of the seal. So right now for this one it's heavy metal, but
can't believe they didn't call it
like
Headbaner.
Seal.
Headbaner would have been pretty good.
Maybe they're saving that, you know?
For when they bring the event back permanently. Unironically, like games that reward you just for playing the game? Yeah, absolutely.
I will say Destiny does do that. You can do the in-game stuff without
traded.
Like just by playing anything in the game.
I'm going down. Ooh. They're all right behind me.
I got sport.
Oh god, there's two right here. I hit them both a few times. Magic Gathering Arena rewards you for playing cards. I would love to get into Magic.
Yeah. Good job, Undefined. Hell yeah.
It's Undefined putting in work over here.
I love Magic. I love playing the cards. I don't like Arena's okay, I guess, but it's
What's Arena?
I like building my own decks. It's just the card version, like online version.
Oh, okay.
So you have to like buy packs, but you get free ones by just playing the game. But for me, like I have bought a whole bunch of cards, and it's like old cards that like no one uses anymore. But I can make a deck around it, so I don't play modern. If you are into tournaments, I play just classic. Ooh, that is it.
Oh my god, I'm so low. No, almost traded with him. Oh, I had two on me. That's what it was. Fuck.
But yeah, I have a cat deck. I love my cat deck. I got a dragon deck. Got a rainbow deck.
Did you ever play Gwent?
Gwent? No, I have not.
Gwent was
I never got into The Witcher.
I still have not beaten The Witcher 3. I've beaten Witcher 1 and 2. I played a shit ton of Witcher 1. But I just never could get into Witcher 3. Oh my god, I'm just getting bullied over and over here. It's okay. That's okay. We got a coin. We got one coin. Nice.
Oh, I recovered some coins. I'm retreating.
You avenged me.
God.
Oh no. Did I get him? Oh, he's down over there.
Yeah, I'm so dead. Get him, get King. Let's go.
Oh my god. It's funny that there's like no splash damage. Oh.
I'm glad there's no splash damage. I would have killed myself so many times. I will say that I think the reason why you can't do it in custom games right now is because they don't want you to like cheese the quest. Because if we had a custom game, we could just load in, have it mercy rule, and then just be done with it.
Well, why not just do custom games where they don't count towards the progression? It seems fair.
Maybe,
Nice.
Or another
Nice,
thing is,
Ace.
the other thing is it could be forcing people to play in the same playlist. There's always people there.
Good point. Good point.
Because if everyone's custom game, then no one's gonna be able to play matchmaking.
Shit. He's right on me.
Yeah, there's two behind us. Chase the one that's solo.
I'm down. I'm coming back in. Did you recover that? Oh no.
No, he got it, but I killed him.
Okay, I'm with you.
There's two right behind me.
Oh, one up top. Cresting the hill. Shooting at him. Nope, both went in. Into the hillside, that is. Oh, nice. Undefined's hunting one over here.
Okay, there's one over in the corner. Watch out, he's about to come over the hill.
I got one on me over here, too. Oh, damn. I didn't realize when they boost into you, it fucks your stuff up, eh?
Yeah, it can flip you if they hit you hard.
Did we all die? Oh my god, all three of us died?
No.
Oh, okay, you got it?
Yeah.
I was in a group over there. I thought I was
died.
going to lose my coin. I think you must have just boosted through it, or someone did. Oh my god, right into the snow. Nice, nice.
Red Hunt is coming up behind you. He's already hit once.
Okay. Got him.
Let's go. I sniped him. You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you. We're doing a little bit of fisticuffs there. Oh, he's going up. No, he's going back down. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. I'm going down. My coin's over here, though. Oh, no. Still in it. Oh, man. Keena's super low. Ooh.
I'm pushing King.
They're moving around the side here. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay, I'm coming up behind him.
I guess we're kind of good, though. Kind of good.
King's down. Hell yeah, let's go. We just gotta get one kill and I'm done. So I have a question for you.
Go ahead. Hit me with it.
I guess it's slightly a personal question, so feel free not to answer if you don't want to.
Personal question.
Were you in the military?
Yes.
I feel like
you
said it. Okay. Were you in like the army?
No, I was in the Marine Corps.
Okay. Did you ever deal with tanks?
I've been in a few tanks. Oh, and that's it. We got it. 52. Look at that. Yes. I was in tanks. I was in UPCs, Humvees, stuff like that.
They ever make these flips like you see in here?
Tanks do flip, and their tracks do come off, and they are a pain in the ass. There's also a phone on the outside of the tanks that you can run up to talk to people inside, where you can get squished by them. That's a lot of fun. But yes, I would say tanks go very fast, way faster than you would think. I did fight in the Clone Wars, yes. Roger, roger. But yeah, just tanks are very cramped ship boxes filled with stinky, mean guys.
Okay. I'm
I'd like to read you about your tank's
okay.
extended warranty.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a whole culture of tank people. I don't get it. I was a rifleman, so a very basic, standard, grunty boy. So I would get squished by tanks for Super Earth. Although, with that being said, if I had to choose between physically, literally being inside of a brig or a tank, I would go with the brig for sure. Because you want to stomp
Even with
around.
it being more cramped, it's a mech. Come on.
Well, yeah, but a mech's like a one-person kind of situation. A tank's like a four-person kind of situation. You have a whole team in there. I guess these aren't. These you're driving and shooting, which... Oh, it would be funny if this was like a, what was it called? Mario Kart Double Dash? Is that what it's called? The one where you had someone on your back?
Yeah, I think that's Double Dash.
It would be funny if this game mode was like you have a driver and a shooter. That would be ridiculous. Why do you think they put the fur on the shoulder? Is that some Elixni shit? What's the idea there?
I think it is some Elixni stuff. I think that'd be more of a life question.
I see.
But I think so. How Briggs came about? So there was a raid in Destiny called Scourge of the Past, and the final boss. Also, we're playing the same people. The final boss was a big brig, but it was the first time anyone had been seen. And what you do is as you would fight it, it would open up.
Oh, he's down.
Inside was a servitor.
Go. I'm trying to push you. I'm trying to push you. Oh no, I'm stuck. So wait, there's a servitor inside the brig?
Yeah, so the goal, the goal of the mechanic of the raid to kill him was you had to damage it enough to open it up, and then once you opened it up, then you could shoot the servitor and kill it. But then, so these came in during Beyond Light, so the assumption is that what happened is they saw the design, like the big design, they miniaturized it and made the brigs.
Okay. Oh shit. I just kind of put myself right in between all of them. Robots get cold. So wait, who is... so the brigs are coming from the Elixni, right? Like they're the ones who...
Yes.
Okay.
Whoever's over there, you're by yourself.
We're both here. We're both here.
Oh, okay.
We're on each other.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, this is their leader. Leader coin. Got it. Coming back. Woo-wee.
I'm going up the hill.
Oh, I'm going with Ace. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh, shit.
Got him.
There's Kane. He's on me. He's on me. Oh, shit. He's low. He's low. Come on. Come on. Oh, my God. I flipped. Oh, he's like 2-shot. Damn it. That flip at the end there fucked me.
Me and Undefined are getting flanked.
Alright, I'm trying to come over to you.
I'm gonna push Comrade. He's kind of
Oh, yeah, I'm behind him. I'm behind him. Oh, he's slow. He's low. He's low. Got his coin. Running, trying to get to you before I die.
Get King, get King.
Oh, I got him. He's dead. His coin's there, and my coin's down. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Was he the leader? Oh, I'm the leader now. I'm looking for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you to spawn in because all three of them together.
Yep. Backing up. Okay, Undefined is just spawned behind you. Okay, these two are kind of grouped up, but the other guys
shit! I'm getting long shot here. Oh shit! Okay, we got they're pushing.
Okay, two of them are pretty low.
Comrade's pretty low.
Push
oh,
now.
fuck.
We could probably.
All right, I'm getting beat up. Oh, he's on top of the hill. On top of the hill. I'm down.
I got Comrade.
Oh, they went all around us. All right, I'm trying to make it over to you. Oh, he's behind you.
He's one shot. I know. He was chasing me. He's one shot.
Got the coin. Oh shit, he's behind me. Oh, that's leader. That's leader. Kane's right here.
Oh, come on.
Got him. He's good.
Nice.
Oh, behind us. Behind us. Oh, I'm sandwiched. I'm done. Oh no. Oh, that was rough.
We got him.
Oh, this one's close.
That was. We should have. More of us should have died there. That was crazy.
All right, I'm coming around.
Oh, all three of them are here.
Oh shit! I was trying to get over to. Is that Undefined right here?
Okay, you're solo, by the way.
Oh shit! Dead. Oh no! Oh no! They're pulling ahead. They're pulling ahead. I don't see you guys. I'm holding back.
I'm at the far side of the map. I'm so dead. Frick, I couldn't. I was just stuck. Okay, so two of them are pretty. One of them is really low, and the other one was low, and then he did my. If we get a team wipe right here, it's gonna be good for us.
Oh shit! One's up top on the mountain, kind of. Oh shit! Undefined's going around. Oh my god! I'm just like way. I'm missing every shot. Oh, okay.
Team wipe, come on.
Got him. Nice. Look at
Let's
that.
go.
Look at all those coins, baby.
Okay.
All right,
We're 2 points
38-40.
behind, but we can make that up. Okay, one's pushing us here on the left.
All right, I'm coming over to you guys for that guy. Uh-oh. A little cramped over here. Ace, you're alone.
Oh, yep.
I'm
Comrade's
sandwiched.
Full health.
Sandwiched.
Facing the other guy, and then the third guy came out of nowhere.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, I'm waiting for you guys to spawn.
I'm in with you, I believe.
Where's Undefined?
Oh, they're all pushing. The leader's over on the left. It's Comrade. Damn, he dodged those at the last second.
King is hit.
If I could hit one shot, that'd be nice.
King's down.
They got his coin. They got both his coins. I'm down. Anti's full. Oh no. Tanks suck. We've only gotten tanks, haven't we? We haven't played as Briggs once yet.
Okay, there's only one guy on the right.
Okay,
push
I'm
the guy
going.
on the right. Push the guy on the right. He's by himself. The other two are on the far left. If we can push him, we're tied up.
Oh no, they're pinching us.
Oh no, they're here
We didn't
now.
hit him one time. And he got my full.
Yeah. Dang.
Tanks suck. We were having success with tanks.
Tank. I like tanks more than Briggs. The maneuverability kind of is a little bit worse, but the thing about Briggs is the fact of when you're shooting your gun is like actually lower than your crosshair, and it's far to the right.
Yeah.
So if your crosshair's on there when you shoot, you could hit the ground. Or hit
Yeah,
your
that's a
wall.
good point. Yeah, I was hitting the the hill though,
hate
like
when that
edge.
happens.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
That's the only thing I dislike about it. Everything else about Briggs, I feel like it's better.
God, I got all this.
But I guess it's a
armor.
balancing. I like tanks, said every man ever.
That's fair. That is fair. Okay.
Have you, to loop back to Magic the Gathering, have you ever played Magic the Gathering?
I have played like some of the, like I played the Xbox Live Arcade Magic the Gathering game for sure. I don't.
So the shitty version.
I'm trying to think if I've ever, like as a kid, I went to like a handful of game stores. Like I played like D&D and game stores and stuff, and I feel like I had Magic decks around growing up, so I feel like I've definitely played like once or twice because I kind of remember the whatever the energy system is, or having the trees and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm just yeah. So like I kind of remember that, but I don't like maybe one time. I've honestly maybe I played a few of the video game versions, but Magic is the ultimate math game. Is that true? How's it going, valuation?
Depends.
I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh growing up. I think that was my go-to card game.
It depends. For the math statement, it depends on who you're like playing and what kind you're playing. So there's something called like I think it's modern, where you only can use like the newest like 3 releases or something like that, or like maybe it's 5. It's something like that. But the thing is, I like to play just general, which is just whatever, like anything goes. Because I have a whole bunch of like old decks from old card shops that shut down. Like they just sold the rest of their Magic collection for like, here's $20 for like 1,000 cards.
That's pretty
just random
sick.
cards. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it for $20. So I bought like 3 of those. So I have like easily like 5,000 cards.
That's pretty awesome, dude. That's 5,000. Wait, so do you play regularly?
I wish I did. I just don't have anyone to play with. Jill kind of plays, but I'm like, I have so much experience with Magic over her that like she can win, and she has beat me before. Like legitimately, I wasn't going easy. Like she just beat me. But the problem is she won't let me play my favorite decks because she's like, that's not fair. But at this point, I feel like I could, but maybe it's still not fair. Who knows?
Is there like a good like digital option? Like if people want to play online, like that's pretty.
Magic Arena is pretty good. It's just the problem with me is my cards aren't there. Like I can't like say like, oh, I bought this card, let me scan this in. You know? So, and they only have, at least whenever I played it a couple years back, they didn't have like every previous set. They only had new sets, and I kind of cock blocked you there.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I was going down. I was trying to get that coin before they did, so I didn't get 2, but yeah, I was the problem with it is the fact that like oh my
because
god,
I have like all these random cards,
I just got
all
hit
these
by, like, all of
random assortments of decks. Like whenever I built my deck, like it's from everything, so I couldn't like recreate my favorite deck in Arena, which for me was a kind of a deal breaker.
What do you think about like because like the thing that I always see about Magic is like there's Spider-Man Magic cards, there's like Adventure Time. It seems like there's always like.
So right now they're like it's the Wizards of the Coast, which is the big owner of it. They're doing a lot of crossover events to try to get people. Because let's be honest here, whenever you think of Magic, you think of sweaty fat nerds that are in a hall.
That's not a bad thing.
Whoa,
well, hold on. When I think of Yu-Gi-Oh,
Magic stores, and it stinks so bad.
Okay,
like,
that's fair.
Very bad.
When I think of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think of cool, slick Japanese guys with spiky hair. Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh is cool.
I don't like Yu-Gi-Oh. There's too many ban cards.
I don't even know what the rule. What about the Dark Magician? I think that was the card I always wanted as a kid.
I never played too much Yu-Gi-Oh.
Quack says Arena is very good.
Guy.
It's very. Oh, it's free. Never forced me to buy anything to enjoy the game. That's cool.
And that's the thing. Like, I think Magic the Gathering Arena is good. It's just I can't make the decks I want. Let's go.
Oh, did you get both those?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I did, but I'm totally gonna die here. But worth it.
Oh my god. I got. Oh shit.
You got his.
I got his.
Nice. The other two are gonna spawn over towards you. So.
Yeah. Oh my god. Holy fuck. There were so many explosions. I had no idea what was going on. I boosted into his head and flew over top of him. So, but those are like you can actually play with those cards. They're not just for looks.
Yeah, you can.
Oh my god, I went way too far.
It's not just. It's like so with Pokemon the trading card game that came out. I play it because one, you can open packs, but I don't really care about that part. The part that I care about is I can build decks in the trading card game. And I never got into Pokemon, so I don't have this base of Pokemon cards because it was just like I just never got into it that much. So I was like,
oh
for
my
me,
god,
it's not like I had a preconceived notion of what Pokemon, the trading card game, like the feeling of it. I never owned any of the cards, so wasn't like looking for specific cards to come out, so then I could replicate my decks. But yeah, if you like have never played Magic, I think Arena is really good because it's a good starting point. It teaches you the basics. It prevents you from cheating, which is something that happens a lot. And it's like accidental cheating because Magic is a complicated game, especially when you're playing with cards that like are years old.
Ah, shit.
Like,
just gave him a coin.
There's so many like niche conditions that you're like, oh, but if I have a poison counter and would die this turn, but I cast this instant, you should technically die because instants happen. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of niche counters that can happen in Magic, and the game has clear set rules where like there's no ambiguity. It's like this has to happen.
I'm trying to flee. Oh fuck. Oh god, I'm running. I'm just trying not to die. Oh, we were so close. Yeah, I guess when a game's been going on for whatever, how long has that been? 30, 40 years or some shit? Stuff happens at a certain point.
Yeah. Okay, if we die, we lose. Oh no!
Wait, how did they? Wait, how did that happen? We were all still alive.
Oh, none of us. I guess they collect their coin. If you collect their own coin.
Wait, you get points for collecting your own coin?
I guess so. because we killed one of them, and then he walked over his buddy's coin.
MB, how's it going? I'm doing well. Getting a little bit of heavy metal, and I'm trying to get this gun sparrow.
This damage seems a little bit up, undefined. 46,000, me 45,000. I'm just,
Listen, I can only carry you guys so far, all right?
To be fair, yeah, I'm sorry. Maybe it's unfair that we have you on our team. Yeah. Maybe we should switch.
For COD, it takes months for the game to go crazy before it gets all the updates and everything. You say rank 12 already? Am I rank 12? Oh, you're rank 12 undefined. Holy shit. Okay. God damn. Because you're doing all this damage. I'm rank 6.
Rank 15.
I'm not even rank 6. I'm rank 5.
Let's go.
Ace is done. Ace is done already. What the fuck?
I'm probably gonna go for guild.
Thoughts on GTA 6 trailer and screenshots, dude? I think like me and every other person that plays games in the world, I'm pretty excited for it. I'm not like the way that and I guess this makes sense because the GTA Online stuff is new to GTA 5. But the way I play Grand Theft Auto is like it comes out, play through the campaign, maybe do a few extra things, and then if there's like a long break in between, maybe I'll come back and play the campaign one more time. So I'm not like super. I don't care a lot about the big open world that they're doing and the multiplayer stuff that's going to come with that. But in the sense of like, I'm very, very interested in seeing the next Grand Theft Auto story. Yeah, I'm very excited, and I'm not too. I don't really care about weight. It's been so long since GTA 5. Like when I was playing Grand Theft Auto 5, I was in high school. So I mean, It's like I don't really. Okay, what's another year? It's like, is it really 12 years? Is that accurate?
12 years.
Holy shit!
I think when it releases, it will be 13.
I mean, I'll check out the online. Maybe in Grand Theft Auto 6, that's where I'll give it a go.
I never got into GTA just because, like, one, I wasn't allowed to play it when I was younger. We never owned any of the GTAs. But
it's good.
But whenever I finally owned 5, it's just like, for me at that time, it would have already been 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And even though they released it 7 more times, it's not. There were still like things about the game that I didn't love. But I can't. It's like whenever Minecraft first came out. It's like, it's not the fact that it's the best game in the world. It's the fact that you can do so much with it.
Yeah. Oh my God, we are bullying this guy. Yeah. But the Grand Theft Auto story, I feel, is like what always drags me in. They do satire so well. There's a game called Birmingham where it's basically a zombie survival set in medieval England, and the comments are hilarious. That's very funny. I have not seen that.
I will say the only Grand Theft Auto-like game that I played was Sleeping Dogs. It came free to Xbox Live.
Eternal, how's it going?
Like forever ago, and I played through it, and you basically play as the Yakuza, and it's just GTA but in Japan.
Sleeping Dogs was good. I don't know if I ever beat it, but
I beat it. I had a lot of fun with it. And then I played Mafia 2 because that came for free. I like that. I tried to play Mafia 3 when it came out. It just didn't feel the same.
No. GTA 6 also is like, I grew up a little bit in Florida, like kind of half, and GTA 6 is really scratching the Florida itch very well.
So you're gonna say it's my homeland.
I appreciate the Florida man, and I'm excited to engage in Florida man shit in a video game.
I think if you would have never told me that, I would have figured it out.
could have got there.
Yeah.
There's rumors about campaign DLCs. That would be sick. Oh my God, I hate the homing rockets from a distance.
Yeah, I can't. The fact of the matter is, like, you can't really judge GTA 6 until it comes out, because you can't be like, well, in GTA 5, the shooting was not the best. It's like, well, guess what? That was 12 years ago. We had a lot of time to make it better.
Yeah.
Or, it's like anything I have complaints about is about a 12-year-old game. Yeah, they made changes to it throughout the years, and they made it better, but, like, it's kind of hard to judge this game. and for Destiny, I can base the next expansion off how good the previous expansion was, typically. Like, or like, you know, if as long as they fix these issues that people had, you know, I think it would be better. But I can't really do that for GTA, you know?
Yeah, I think you would have to compare it to something like a Red Dead 2. Oh my god, it went so low.
But even Red Dead is just, it's such a different game.
Yeah, but the way it plays, I feel like, is kind of pretty advanced. Oh, the map is larger, more swamp areas in Red Dead 2. Yeah. Well, and they even showed some of the areas with the gators. Oh shit, we're kind of in a good spot right now.
Yeah, I'm going for the coin. Let's go.
Is it up top?
Yeah, I got it. There's two.
Okay,
two right here.
I'm now realizing.
Oh, all three of the.
Well, I guess it's. Whoa.
We got stuck on each other.
Yeah, I put my ass on his face a little bit. I was trying to get your coin. GTA maps were huge since Vice City. How much bigger do you want a map to be? Continental maps. I think it would be cool if it was bigger than Los Santos or the GTA 5 map. Is this guy? Oh, he didn't see me. I was like, thought he was doing some like high level plays or something.
I've been hitting these other two.
Where are they? Oh, okay. Oh shit, I'm missing a lot. I'm gonna just run away now. Oh,
got him. I got him.
Okay,
I got him.
I'm gonna go try to get his. Oh, you got it. Nice.
Let's go. See, you're the bait, Jake.
I'll take that. I'm shooting the ground next to him and the rocks behind them.
Okay, they're all pushing onto you.
Okay. Whoa.
They didn't even ask your father first.
A hunting and single player. GTA 5 had a hunting mission, but you can't hunt during the open world. About gator hunting or python hunting. Ooh. Okay, I'm whipping my shots here.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm flying up here. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, he's right here. Get him. Get his ass.
Let's go! And you got my coin, and that's a win. Let's go. That's it.
Look at Undefined spinning. What the fuck?
Let's go.
Beeble, can the tank do a flip? I don't know. Can we flip the tank all the way around? I've not seen someone go all the way, but Ace is saying he can. Maybe Ace is gonna show us a flip.
If you boost over a ledge, you can get on like the back corner, and if you shoot, it spins you.
Tank's gonna have lift off at that rate. Yeah. Reason GTA was such a success because how politically incorrect it was. I don't even know if people like appreciated the kind of what they were doing with the narrative until GTA 4 even. I mean, San Andreas obviously had a lot of, and Vice City had a lot of success, but
if you want to take us to the tower, I think your quest can be done.
Oh, wait, I have to re-roll, don't I? Hold on, let me see here.
Maybe.
Claim rewards. What, do I have to complete all of them to re-roll?
No. So at the very top, you see this. You see your silver count, and then it says. So go back to the heavy metal thing.
It says re-roll a completed daily challenge with a re-roll chip.
Yeah. So if you go back to the heavy metal thing, at the very top, it tells you your silver. It tells you your re-roll chips, and it tells you yours at the very top. So the re-roll chips, you have 2 right now. So if you can re-roll the finish challenge.
Okay.
You just re-roll. Now you need to speak to Shax, and then I think you have to collect a reward, and you're done. With the quest, at least.
Gotcha. Is that going to give me progression on the pass?
You get Ingram. I think
Tony
you do
Hawk's
get progression. I don't.
More makes fun of all politics over being politically incorrect. Yeah, it's really good satire. It's like South Park tier satire. The world, mainly the US, yeah. Which is funny because the people who make Rockstar, right, not based in the US, I don't think. Not a US company.
I think they are.
Are they?
I think they have I think the head studio is in the US, but I think they have multiple different studios.
Well, they're tapped in. They're tapped in for sure. Some of the stuff in GTA 5, especially the tech stuff, is like very, very on point even today. Started in Scotland, okay. Rare for such a huge company, not taking themselves so seriously, exactly. Yeah, they're cool.
And I think like the fact of the matter is like everyone knows it's going to be like really good, so everyone's trying to release games away from it. But now that they reveal the date, I feel like everyone's relieved because they were like, "Oh, it's definitely coming out this year. Definitely coming out."
Yeah, I think like May is even like a weird time. Like I wonder if they push it back past that.
Well, that's you got to think about that. That's like for college kids, which you can't really get because it's going to be rated mature. Let's be honest here. So they can't market it to like middle schoolers or elementary schoolers.
They kind of gotta, right? But you weren't allowed to play Grand Theft Auto?
I was not.
I feel like all my friends and I were playing Grand Theft Auto. But what Grand Theft Auto was coming out? Was GTA 5 coming out when you were like pretty young?
So it was 12 years ago. I'm 24 now.
Okay.
So I was 12 years old when GTA came out.
That's prime GTA age. GTA let players do bad stuff, stealing, hookers. Most other games followed a clean cut approach. Not really the story. Mortal Kombat is successful for the same reason. Gotcha, yeah.
But if you think it may,
Parodied suck.
that is right at the end of exams for most colleges.
That's a fair point. That's fair.
So that's the demographic that they're shooting for, and it's the demographic that has
Event tokens.
that has money to pay for the game.
Very true. Yeah, and they kind of. I mean, I wonder like how much they really have going on with the online stuff, which I guess won't be coming for a year after the release. Is that right?
I have no idea. Well, now with this delay, maybe they delayed it so then it can be released with it. I have no idea. I heard that the PC port was going to be a year later, but who knows? Now that it's delayed a year, I don't know if it's delayed so they could have some stuff in the game, or if the game itself just wasn't done.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way of knowing. Unless you have someone on the inside.
I do. Unfortunately, not yet. No game comes out in May. That's true. May is perfect. That's a good point. I see that.
Well, the other thing is, May, if you do May, then people talk about it all summer.
Good point.
And you gotta think,
it's like that's summer the most blockbuster game.
Yeah, that's the most time people have to play video games is during the summer. So it's like, oh, you're playing GTA, let me play GTA with you.
Well, unless the online doesn't come until 2027, which is kind of crazy to think. Is like, man, if this is pushed back and the PC launch is still going to be a year out, that's kind of fucking wild to me. Like, so people on PC are going to be playing GTA in 2022 years from now. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, but you got to think it's GTA. People are gonna play it no matter what.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They'll wait for it.
For sure.
So it's like it doesn't really matter what they do. They got an insta win. You know, it's
rip any studio that released in 2026. I think that's kind of silly. I honestly, that's what I was thinking when people were talking about release dates this year, trying to avoid GTA. I agree, avoiding maybe like the week, the month, 2 weeks around it. But it is such a specific experience, I feel like, especially if PC isn't going to release at launch and the multiplayer stuff isn't going to be fully together. I mean, I would imagine that's how it's going to be since it isn't PC at release, but I don't know.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing about it is not the fact of that people will be playing the game. It's that all of the news coverage, all of the people that play video games will be playing it. And because all of those people are playing and talking and making videos about GTA, if you launch a new game, they're not going to have time to play your game.
Yeah.
And your game's not going to have coverage.
Eternal says,
So
what is the best way
that's
to
why
farm
people-
exotics in Destiny? Or is it best to just increase stats incrementally? This is a great Ace question. I will say, I don't even know if
Yes.
exotics are the way to go for stats, because you can only have one equipped at a time. But I'm sure Ace has a good...
If it depends on if you're going for the weapons. So right now in the game, if Jake can actually check this, if you go to the destinations tab and you click on the core playlist, which is Vanguard, Crucible, or Gambit, and then you hold inspect on the challenges. There's weekly challenges, and if you finish a weekly challenge, you get an exotic, and you can do.
Powerful. It's not showing me.
So,
maybe it's up here. Oh, this one. Okay, yeah. Powerful gear,
so
tier 1.
Yeah, so powerful tier 1. That's what you want. So I would recommend, if you don't have all the exotics, that's weapons or armor, I would each week just do the weekly challenges in the core playlist, so then you can and I think it actually goes over. So let's say like it says do like 3 activities. I can do 2 crucible matches and then do 1 strike, and it counts. Or I can do all 3 strikes or all 3 crucibles. So it like they're together. But there's some that is like you have to do the nightfall. So okay, then you have to actually do the nightfall.
It's taken me so long to figure this out. Thank you, Ace. When I become a millionaire, you'll get a Ferrari. Hell yeah. You better drive me around in your Ferrari, Ace.
The other thing is the exotics will drop on a random chance. So either if you just play the game, you will be able to get them. And then lastly, Zur is the best way to get specific exotics, because every week he will spawn at the tower and he will have 3 or 4 weapons, I think, and then 3 pieces of armor, 1 for Titan Warlock, one for Titan Warlock, and what's the other one? Titan Warlock and
Hunter.
Oh my goodness, I'm a hunter. I'm just like my mind is blanking.
How fucking dare you, Ace?
I'm just there complaining about Titans and Warlocks so much that I just forget about, I don't say hunters a lot. Everyone knows they're just the best. So yeah, if you don't have a specific exotic, I would just every week go to Zur.
Oh shit, I'm down.
You have to. The only thing he accepts is strange coins, and you get strange coins by playing the game.
Yeah. To be honest, we don't know yet because PC is the largest market, but seeing their track record, PC will probably come 6 months to a year later. Yeah. It's very interesting. But Ace kind of brought up a good point. I do think like with the delay, it would be kind of cool if they just got it out at the same time, since I'm going down, like, trying to get away from him. Oh my god.
It just all depends on their studio. I just know that also Rocksteady is or Rockstar is a studio that has a lot of crunch, has a lot of like articles and reports about forcing their team to crunch, and that could that's never fun for anyone, and I think
also not a good look.
Yeah, so I feel someone on the inside, I think they were talking to Jason Schreier, and said the game was never going to come out this year. It's like there was just no way. Like, so they've known for a while it wasn't going to come out. I feel like they were just like, maybe we'll just shove it out. But I think with the release of Concord and other games like that, I feel like they were like, we have to make sure this game is the best it could be, because if it comes out and it's like a buggy mess, people are going to be very disappointed. Even though it is GTA, right behind us,
Oh, I'm looking. I see him. Nice. Ooh. Okay, you got a three of them right here. No, just 2.
Where's the third one?
Can players only have one exotic arm piece and 1 weapon? Yeah, so it's 1 at a time. For the armor and the weapon. Oh shit! I'm trying to get away.
I would say if you don't have great stats right now, do not worry about grinding armor. Whenever the new expansion comes out, they're redoing all armor. So it's going to be like they're redoing stats, they're redoing how armor is dropped. So don't worry too much about getting a good set. If you go to right now, Ride of the Nine, they have a chest that you can pick up a whole set of armor for free. Like everything in that chest is completely free to you, and that set of armor will get you through not like 99% of activities.
Oh shit, behind us.
So if you don't have a good set of armor, go there, pick up all those armor, and then just save it. So then you got a good set.
Mm-hmm.
They also give you an exotic called
oh shit.
Aeons, which Aeons help with is really good in game, and then they give you an exotic, I think. What exotic did they give you? I can't remember. They give you some weapon exotic as well.
Eternal said
and it's
thanks.
free to play, so.
Oh, nice jump, undefined maybe.
That was me.
Nice.
And I'm so dead.
Okay, I'm pulling back then. I'm not going that way. It looked cool.
Yeah, they're all three there, and none of them are that low.
Oh shit. All right, we're fucked.
Okay, push. Yeah, just push back.
Oh, okay. There is a guy up there who is low. If we kind of style on him
Yeah,
around
we got
here.
one of them.
Oh shit. He's running from me.
Got him.
No,
Oh,
he's
that's
right
the other
here.
guy.
Oh my god, I'm missing everything. Got him.
Nice.
Ooh-wee.
Okay, there's a guy right on the other side of that. Watch
All right,
out.
I'm going around.
I hit him once.
Oh, he's low.
He's down.
No, he got me. Oh, there were two of them back here. Apparently 30% of player base double dipped, meaning they bought the game on 2 different platforms. Holy shit. Console sales and
For
game
what?
selling 12 for GTA 5. Well, I guess I'm in that category because I bought it on Xbox when it came out. Well, I guess that must have been Xbox One when it came out. I must have bought it on Xbox One, and then I bought it on...
It was on Xbox 360 when it came out.
Okay, so I must have bought it on Xbox 360, and I bought it on PC like within the past year or two.
Am I crazy about that? Yeah, no, because they've had
It was 2 discs, right?
So GTA 4, GTA San Andreas, like each console had their own GTA, and then GTA 5 had 3 different consoles. Like generations, I mean, not like...
Yeah. Not like the GTA 360.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess I bought it at least twice. I don't think I bought it for Series
I got it for
S or
free
X.
through the Epic Store. That's how I played it.
Damn, I didn't know they gave it out for free. The Epic Store does some crazy good free games that I've gotten them and then never played any of them yet so far.
Oh yeah, I never use it just because who wants to freaking play on the Epic Store?
Come on.
Only
hit
Epic
him.
gamers want to play on the Epic Store.
Yeah, Ace wouldn't understand. All right, that one guy is low. He's right here to the right.
We need 1 kill and 1 coin, or 2 kills.
Getting the kill and got the coin. Bam, 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 bam.
That's all we needed. And Undefined got a kill right after you.
GG's. GG's.
Woo!
Ay, ay, ay. Hoping that I'm wrong and we get it on release. Yeah, that would be sick. Started Destiny 2 years ago, but stopped because it was not exactly beginner friendly. I was too lazy to work through it all. Recently picked it back up. I don't even think, to be honest with you, I don't think it's a lazy thing. I think the game is like impenetrable in a lot of ways.
It's hard to, yeah. I think they're trying to fix that. They're trying to make it more easy to, when you get in, it's really clearly to see what you can do. Not really what you should do yet. They're still working on that, but they're trying to make it a lot easier to new players. It's a hard thing to do, and part of me feels like there's some aspects of the games that should never be. But it's more of a personal issue. Like, I don't think there should be explore mode raids. I don't think there should be. And that's not me being an elitist. That's just me saying, like, if you've played the raids, Jake, if the raids were any easier, I don't think you would enjoy them as much.
Yeah, I don't even know. Explore mode's like you just playing with randoms. So, or oh no,
know,
you're
that's what
saying
we do with Jill.
God. Okay, you're saying the new thing.
Yeah, where we did with Jill, and it was like there was no revive tokens. You had 5-second respawn. They dumbed down the mechanics.
No. Well, actually, I think if the best way to do it would be raid releases, and then at the end of that season or that cycle or content drop, when the next thing comes out, then the explore mode version of that raid comes out. And I think whatever, like, the best tier, well, actually, I don't even know if you should lock the loot behind it. Maybe, so at the end of that content cycle, explore mode raid comes out, but you can't get the legendary or whatever the best loot is, you can't get from the raid. And then when the next DLC or content drop comes out, then you can do explore mode and get that. I think because you have people like Rage, who is in the chat frequently, same Rage, and he's been playing Destiny like since the Destiny 1 alpha, and he's still never done a Destiny 2 raid. And it's like, I'm sure he would like that shit and love to see it and have cool experience, especially if he could drop in with people and all of this stuff was like highlighted and didn't have to worry about not being able to complete an encounter or being stuck on an encounter for hours and hours trying to date a busty.
This is where like my idealistic part of me comes in, because it's just like, it, for me, the favorite thing about raiding, I guess because I'm a Sherpa, is I love teaching people raids, and I love it whenever a team comes together and we have teamwork.
Yeah.
If there's a match-made raid, what it will do is it would just be one person doing all the mechanics as fast as possible, and you just staying in a corner doing nothing.
Well,
that's not a raid.
But
like,
is that realistic? Like, even if one person knows all of it, I don't even think,
like,
is that possible? Oh shit, I got two on me.
There's people that solo raids all the time. And
well.
not with every single raid, but you can 3-man every single raid currently.
Okay,
like,
okay.
With 3 people. So like, if it was match made and I just matched up with 2 other people that know what to do, the other 3, yeah, they now have done a raid, but did they really?
Okay, what
did
about?
They get the experience
okay,
that
you're an elitist. You're an elitist. You're an elitist.
No, it's just. It's not. It's the.
You completed the raid,
that,
but did you really do the raid?
It's not the fact that I'm trying to take a medal away from them. It's the fact
Damn,
that I want them to experience the same stuff that I've experienced. Like, completing your first raid is such an exhilarating experience, and it's so much fun. Like, it's the best thing in Destiny. It's what makes me love Destiny, is doing the raids. And
Jesus.
I feel like if you do it with like match made and like you're not learning anything, you're losing that experience of the best thing in Destiny.
Explore mode raids, but it's only 3 people.
That's dungeons. That's the whole point of dungeons. So
okay, but what about the people? Listen, what about the people who are like, "Wow, I really love this game," but they've never gotten to do Last Wish. They've never gotten to have the Last Wish experience or even see it.
This is where the new thing that just came out comes into play, which is Fireteam Finder. It was never in the game before, which I think was criminal.
Raids are traumatizing. Like, Ace gatekeeping raids. That's what it sounds like.
Like, I feel like it was terrible that they didn't have Fireteam Finder in the game. It was awful. And now that they finally have it, you have a way in game to match up with people. In Destiny 1, I was at the tower and someone was like, I need 5 to do Walls of Glass. And I didn't even finish it because it was just some random people, and then the majority of us didn't know what to do. And I got yelled at on a mic. So like, you know, I understand, and I've been in plenty of LFG groups that are awful. Like, don't get me wrong. But for me, like, having a community that like is willing to teach you, like I feel like I do a pretty good job of teaching people raids and like getting them to have that experience. And I just feel bad whenever people are never learned the raid, because they're just, I feel like they're losing out of what I think is the best part of Destiny. You know? It's like in Dark Souls. If I went to the final boss and I just one hit killed him, you know, it's like, yeah, I beat the game, but like.
Okay, wait, hold on. Well, I disagree with this too. I think, listen, I'm not a Souls elitist either. I think if you're using summons, if you're
no, that's fine.
Using the cheese weapon, I'm still down with that. That's still playing the game. That's fun.
But what I'm saying is, like, I hacked the game, and I hacked the game and just had them complete it. You know?
Okay.
Like you hacking a gun that just one-shots every boss.
You want everyone to have the experience of like coming together as a team and then solving a problem together, which is cool. I agree. That is the thing that makes it fun. But also, I think, dude, what are like these raids are old as fuck. Like some of these raids have been around for a significant amount of time.
I think there should be a beginner raid. I think there should be one that does have matchmaking, but I don't think it should be every raid, especially not the newest raids. Like I think what they should do is take Brood of Nightmares and make it matchmaking. You know, I'm okay with having that as Explorer mode. I'm fine with that.
Undefined brings up a good point. Not everyone is that sociable. I think there's probably a lot of people who don't even want to, like, you can coordinate and communicate with pings
put it
and...
in a ping system.
Okay,
Please, please God, put it in a ping system to make it so much easier to communicate with people. Like, and the thing is, I feel like raids, you just need to communicate. I love raids that you are forced to communicate. Like, information. I think those are the best. Because, like, I understand you're maybe not that sociable, but that's what makes the experience. That's what makes it a raid.
It took you 5 to 6 years to find enough people to raid with. See, and Undefined clearly has played a shit ton of Destiny. I think you need to give opportunities for those people.
I didn't do raids for a long time, but once I did it, I sought out those groups. Yeah. You know? It's for me. It's getting them in there to play. Like I'm okay with having one raid like that because then now you're getting the people in there, and once they get that little bit.
But why lock that experience to one specific raid? Why not just make it all raids after a certain amount of time?
Well, you're already locking it behind. You have to pay for raids anyway. So you're already locking it behind. You have to pay for them.
Well, okay, fair. Yeah, but also it's like you're playing the game. Yeah, everyone pays to play the game. But I'm saying you're locking the experience behind a level of style of play that very few people, just even you say yourself, very few people like numerically are ever going to be able to engage with.
It just, for me, it just...
It's special. It's special.
I want people to experience it, you know?
Yeah.
I want them to have that fun time that I had for like my first raid, or that experience of like I just defeated the Witness. Like whenever I did my first raid, I tried to 3-man Leviathan.
I see you, Eternal.
Because I was like, oh, I'm max light level. I have really good weapons.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
We can do it. We can do this raid. Had no idea what I was getting myself into. Like, didn't watch a video, didn't watch anything. I wanted to do it blind. It was like we didn't even open the door for Leviathan.
Most players think of ranked play when they hear raid. Shotgun players in Battlefield should die.
It's like Black Ops Zombies, like the Easter egg.
Okay, wait, but Black Ops Zombies is a great example in how they have made the Easter eggs a lot more approachable, right? Like you can just kind of search for a group and get it done now.
Recently.
Okay, well, why not? I think Explore mode as dungeons is probably just the precursor to Explore mode raids, right?
I think you're 100% correct. But what I just don't think it should be for every raid. I'm okay with having it.
What raids would you gatekeep behind you actually have to get a team and talk, and which raids would you keep without that? Like just the newest ones?
Salvation's Edge is up there because it is just the hardest raid in the game currently. And if I was matchmaking in Salvation's Edge and we had no comms and they've never done the raid before, we're not doing it. And if you take out all the difficulty, then it doesn't feel like you're fighting the Witness, the biggest bad that we've been fighting for the past 10 years.
Okay.
It feels like you're fighting some dinky boss on the EDZ.
Because it's like the newest raid. You flashbacks to Serpentine Camo and DMZ. Yeah, that seems fair because it's like the newest raid. But like, what about 2026? Would it be okay if I had someone to hold my hand and put little pings on everything in Last Witch. If I I know it was fucking 3 years ago or whatever. Is it okay if I finally get a go, or 2 years ago? I want to see what the Witness looks like. I want to see his big old hands and his smoke head.
But here's what I'm saying. I'm saying, like, if you give them a few raids, give them Vault of Glass. It's the first raid they ever made. Vault of Glass is really easy. Do it.
Okay.
Brood of Nightmares. Brood of Nightmares is the easiest raid currently in the game. Have that
Getting
one.
Close.
And then I would say, because you would probably need 3. So the only other one I would maybe add is maybe Deepstone. Deepstone's a little bit more complex, but with Deepstone, I feel as if it would be easy enough for people to do it.
Not yet, Quack. Okay,
then,
wait.
That way, you give them a taste of like what raiding is like. So it's not then in their mind. It's no longer it's this comp method.
Okay,
it's no longer
wait,
this.
This is exactly. Listen,
thing.
undefined. I think is how most people paid for the content. It should be accessible for people that can't get 5 people to do the same thing for 4 hours and cannot get on with random people, because I would agree with what you're saying about preserving the experience, but the experience is still there for the people who want that. But also, like, that is a huge commitment. I mean, being able to sit down and have a 4-hour session, even for a lot of people, is a huge commitment. Let alone, the teamwork, the amount of people you need.
But that's what it is. If you remove all that, it's no longer a raid.
I'm just saying, like, because I hear what you're saying, and I've made the same argument for Marathon to right. I think I've even made the same argument.
If you remove the PvE in just a PvP game, or you remove the PvP in just a PvE game, it's not. I
get that. Game. I get saying, okay, you want a different game. I'm just saying that. Oh, look, we're Briggs for the first time.
We're Briggs. Finally.
I'm just saying that specifically for Destiny, which is a very modular game. There's a lot of different components to it. Like, there's a lot of different play styles. I feel like it's fair to want an experience that is a raid, but also is accessible. And I think it's fair to want that for all of the raid experiences. I do get what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying even. But I just think if there's any way to preserve the experience, because it is a very narrative-driven MMO, while also allowing a larger amount of the player base to access it, that seems like a no-brainer to me.
And the problem is, how do you do that?
Explore mode. Explore mode.
I don't
Explore mode. Get rid of the exotics.
I just don't think Explorer mode is it. I think they need to do a few more passes on Explorer mode. But I agree. I would like for everyone in the game to play raids. But
you're never going to get that in the state that the raids are in right now. You know that.
I do know that. And the elitist in me says, like,
then it's not for you. You're not meant to see the end of the Light and Dark saga unless you have 5 friends in 6 hours.
But you do see you actually kill the Witness in a mission. Like, that's like, it's literally the
but there's no like narrative content in the raid that like concludes the story.
But typically what they did for raids is it was a separate boss that was tangentially connected to the content. That way you can play the game. But not
in Salvation's Edge, right?
Salvation's Edge, you fight the Witness.
So that is like the guy.
But you don't kill him. You just weaken him. And then in the 12-player mission after it, that's when you actually kill the Witness.
So you need 12 players out. Okay, see, I'm not even tracking on that. Well, how did
it's matchmaking.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Why is Ace deciding how others have fun? Ace, well, to be fair, if someone's going to decide, Ace does have a lot of Destiny experience. Remove the exotics political stream. Listen, I think that might solve the issue.
People can have fun looking at a blank wall, you know?
Sure.
I'm not saying I don't want them to have fun in their own way. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, I think if you want to experience what a raid is, you have to be able to experience it.
Okay, but I think there's a difference between, like, okay, trying to, like, say this PvP game should be PvE versus this experience should be accessible for the majority of people, and it just isn't. Especially when it's like one of the I would say raids are like the premier thing in Destiny in terms of like unique shit that they offer.
Okay, then why are they premier? To you, why are they so good?
Because they're like a long experience that represents the totality of all the things that you learn throughout playing the other stuff in the game. So you do the campaign mission, you do the main narrative flow, and it introduces you to all of the mechanics that you're going to be utilizing, right? And this is kind of like the mastery level version of all of those mechanics. So the raid is like accumulation of all of the mechanics plus a cool narrative experience that doesn't exist outside of it. Oh my god, I'm missing, dying, you're crazy. The elitist in me. I am not an elitist. Listen, Ace is passionate about Destiny.
I'm very passionate. It's just the thing is, whenever I felt the exact same way you feel about it until I did my first raid. Once I did my first raid, I understood. I just understood, like, this is what they were going for. This is what they meant. This is why so many people are passionate about this game. This is why people are say like you can't really matchmake raids. This is what, like, I didn't get it until I did my first raid.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've done raids. I still think that like there's a fun experience that's rewarding for players that could exist in a more digestible format in raids. And I don't think that that necessarily changes the value of the raid. Also, why are you so worried? Like, okay, a raid still exists as is for you in this version, right? A raid still exists. Like, if they add an explore mode to raids, like, you still have your raids. Damn, good trade, Stig.
That is, I'm not, but the thing is, it's not the fact that I'm just, how do I'm trying to word this point, but it's so hard because it's not the fact that, like, I feel, you know how, like, people talk about when you cheat on, like, a test, you're cheating yourself out of learning something. You're cheating yourself out of this. It's like, yeah, I passed the math class or whatever, but you cheated to get to, you know, make the grade.
Okay,
so you
but
didn't actually learn
the end goal of the test is to represent a foundational level of knowledge to apply to your life. The end goal of the game is to have fun, right?
It's not to what to apply to your life. It's to show that you have completed that you understand the content.
Yeah, but the content that you're learning in a testing environment, like if you're taking a test, traditionally is like, I'm going to use this either educationally to understand the world. That fucking sucks. To understand the world around me, to understand my career, what I want to study, or a broader time, I'm learning about science or history, right? But the end goal of the game is not to understand something greater. The end goal of the game is to have fun. Unless Ace takes tests for fun, which Ace is that big brained. That is a possibility. But the thing is, like, I disagree with your point, but I do see where you're coming from. Never learned anything.
It's not the. Oh my! It's. The thing about this is, I don't think I'll ever convince you, and I can never convince anyone else about this point. But the thing is, if all these people came in and they did a raid for their first time, like, you would be willing to at least hear what I'm saying.
Okay, wait.
Understand what I'm talking about.
I agree. Wait, well, just to be clear, I do see where you're coming from, and I do, because I like the idea of preserving the experience. The experience that we have going through raids and learning the encounters and coordinating with the team is satisfying. And then at the end of it, you've all gone through something that was a challenge or difficult. It's like that is a human experience that I absolutely agree. I agree with you. And I do think that is good and important. And I like the idea of continuing to have that thing. I just also feel like there's such a large amount of people who understand that coming together as a team and accomplishing a goal is rewarding, but also they just want to see the witness fight, or they just want to have the experience of getting the deep stone crypts on and doing the parkour, but they will never get to do that because they don't have all the prerequisites to get to a raid. And I think that experience shouldn't necessarily be locked away from those people. Poor Ace is right. Yeah, misunderstood. No, I listen. I think, Ace, you have a point, and I get wanting to preserve that. And I see how, like, because is your big worry that, like, okay, they introduce this version of raids and then nobody ever does the regular version? Is that what you're worried about?
Because why would you? If you're just someone that's going in to get to do the experience, and the whole goal is to just experience the raid, you're just going to do it on the easiest difficulty, and then all of these people are missing out on the end game.
Well, but
they're missing out on what the raid truly is.
But the experience is still there for people who want that. And you and we would still do the raids.
It's not gatekeep. I feel like you're destroying the experience, and you're not doing the same thing anymore.
But how is the experience being destroyed if it's still there for you? Like, if the experience still exists for you, why does it matter how other people engage with it? Is that a fair point to make?
It is a fair point. It's 100% fair, and the fact of the matter is, like, that at the end of the day, I understand it, like, but
damn, fucking stony, bro.
There's nothing I can say that will convince you, or Undefined, because I see Undefined riling off in the chat.
Undefined's riling up. Man, a video game you feed him for a day. Teach a man a video game you feed him for a lifetime. That's a good point. That's fair.
Yeah. Like, a lot of people complain about the difficulty of, like, just like solo lost sectors. These are experiences that are supposed to be done solo, so there is no gatekeeping. It's like literally supposed to be solo, okay? And people complained about the difficulty, like complained, but Bungie didn't budge on it.
For what? Solo lost sectors?
Yeah, a solo lost sector. But what you had to do was, the point of solo lost sectors was to show that you had that level of experience. And the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of people, I'm not gonna say names, but maybe someone here, that, like, they don't understand what a champion is. They don't understand how to defeat champions. They don't understand what a build is. They don't understand what's a good exotic. You know? And because of those reasons, it's very, very difficult to do those activities. And if they learned the game, they could experience it. And whenever I talk about raids, I understand there's a barrier to entry when it comes to people. Like, maybe if you give them matchmaking, okay. But you still have to communicate in raids. There are raids where you are forced to communicate. And if you don't communicate in some way, shape, or form, you are not completing the raid. You just aren't. Like Vow Disciple, for example. Only one person can see the information. If that one person can't communicate, you're not completing that raid. And there's no way through matchmaking or whatever to eliminate that barrier of entry. There just isn't.
So wait, but okay, does my option resolve that? Bruto, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's because everybody who's gonna want to experience the way that you're talking about and get that right, if they had a year where that's the only way, so everyone who wants exotics and wants to have the raid experience, they have a whole year to do it. Does that not kind of resolve that? And it also gives something special to them.
No, but what I'm saying is, it's not going to resolve the base issues of, if you're talking about you want to preserve the raid. You keep saying, like, oh yeah, we can preserve it. But if you change mechanics to force it to where now you can do it without a mic, Like, you're not preserving the mechanic.
Well, but
you're changing the mechanics to be done solo.
Well, I don't think they should. Yeah, no, I disagree with that. I don't think that they should change the mechanics to account for not being done without a mic.
So then you're willing to bend on that you have to have a mic, or you have to
well, I think no, because I think all the mechanics could probably be explained at this point with the pain and the same way they're doing. I think there's a few changes.
With the Valve Disciple, you can't change it because you can. Because okay, so a Valve Disciple 30 count. This is what I'm talking about. There's a door in front of you that has a list of all symbols. Even if I had a ping, I have a limited time to do it. And I have to like look at them and I have to ping all the 3 I have. And then the other person would look at the door and would have to be like, okay, that's the one ping, and they would shoot it. But you're wasting so much time there that you could run out of time. So what they have to do now is they have to extend it. But the thing is, what about second encounter?
Why not, like, for examples
encounter?
like that, why not just tell everybody, like, why not just put the symbol on everyone's thing? You get what I'm saying?
Why doesn't everyone see the symbols? Then you're destroying the mechanic of the raid.
Well, you're destroying the mechanic for the raid in the sense that, like, if you were playing it not in Explore mode, that's not how it would work. But in Explore mode, people might not be communicating, because everybody knows what symbol goes where and what you need to do.
But that's part of the raid. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just said you don't want to dumb down the experience, but you just did. Like,
obviously,
like,
okay, well, putting pings on stuff and telling everybody where to shoot is dumbing down, I guess, in the sense that, like, you're not going to have to communicate those ideas, which I'm saying I think is fine.
The key mechanic of VOW is you have to communicate these symbols to other people. Like, it's used throughout the entire raid, and it forces you to communicate. And I think that's what, for me, that's why VOW is my favorite raid, because it forces everyone to communicate to each other and work as a team. It forces that. And if you have Explorer mode, and you are forced to change this core mechanic, they are no longer experiencing that core. What makes it the raid. It's not the difficulty. It's that core of that communication and talking to each other. And if you are willing to change that, then you're no longer making it accessible to everyone. Like, you're completely changing the experience. Like, I see what Undefined said. Learning the raids and mechanics is core. Explore mode lets people who aren't good and as Ace enjoy the game too, and I understand that. But if you make it matchmaking, then you have to force people to have a mic. And if you force people to have a mic, then you're gonna have some terrible people, and that's why you can't force people to have mics.
I guess, okay, would you rather live in a world where the Destiny player base is twice as big because everybody can engage with all the best parts of it, or it's like half the size, but you know, if you want to engage with the raids and kind of the best stuff, you have to, like, it's, you get what I'm saying? Like, would you rather have more people since it's more possible to enjoy those experiences, or you rather it be smaller and like super niche? And my guess would be, if it's smaller, then there's less long-term, like, content in the long term, but it has a very strong smaller core audience. Is that what you would prefer?
Okay, hold on. Undefined just said Explorer mode doesn't need mic. In some raids, if you just implemented Explorer mode, even if you explain the mechanic, you still have to communicate. Valve Disciple is a great example.
Well, but I think they could just change those encounters so that, like you're saying, like this, why not just have the symbols pop up and appear for everyone?
But I'm saying, if the whole point of the raid is to learn mechanics and you want them to have that experience, and you're changing the mechanic, then you're no longer making a raid.
Jesus, something came for me.
You know, it's no longer a raid anymore.
So what do you think about the dungeons with Explore mode? Is that not a dungeon anymore? Because you don't really have to figure it out. You just kind of go in the right direction.
This is the thing about dungeons. The reason why I feel Explore modes for dungeons are completely different. The reason why is because dungeons are made to be done solo. They are. They have triumphs and mechanics that you allow you to do it solo, and that's why I think you can make Explore mode dungeons, because at the end of the day, you can do it with one person, and it takes only one. Like, the mechanics are built in a way where one person can do everything.
Yeah.
So if you have 3 people, hey, it's more fun. You have this communication, you have this collaboration. But it forces you to like you get to learn it. But the problem with raids is it's not built to be one person. It's built to be 6 people. In some like sorry. What if you had explorer mode but it was only 3 people? You know, it's like
Dunge 1.
If dungeons were made to be done solo, I would be more okay with it. I would be like, actually, I would be open to the idea of explorer mode.
And are you talking about in raids? Sorry.
For raids.
For raids, okay.
If raids were made with the idea that one person could do every mechanic, then I would be okay with it. But
they're all gold right now.
The reason why dungeons and raids feel so different is because it's not. Raids are made to have that 3-person made to have that 6-person experience.
But doing a dungeon solo is not the intended experience at all, right? Like that's like super hard and like very in game.
Like they literally make it.
Trade over
it's a
2
requirement
coins.
if you want to reach the end, like rank 11, which is the end game. That is the intended way to do it. You have to do a solo dungeon to get
okay, so I guess what do you
rank.
think about the end game? Like, okay, what percentage? That was a fucking sick ass jump. Was that you or was that undefined? That was rad.
That was undefined.
What is your like? How many people are experiencing the end game? Is it like 10%? Is it 50%? What is?
Well, to get rank 10, you have to. I think if you've done a raid in Destiny, you have reached the end game. If you like, that's just it. Like, the only thing else you have past that is doing like master mode raid, which is still just raids, or GMs, which is it's just hard. Like, it's just a hard strike.
Yeah. If Ace were to be an in-game character, he would be the last teacher of the guild, more powerful, intimidating than the final boss. Who's the last teacher of the guild?
That's not in Destiny.
Oh. What about if you're different abled Ace and explore mode raids would let you do raid-like experience? That's true. There's a lot of accessibility features with that. I mean, I think, and I don't even mean this in a bad way, but it is gatekeeping in the sense that it's like,
I'm okay. So here's the thing. I'm okay with them using mechanics from raids and making them solo experiences. I'm fine with that. They've done that in the past. They take mechanics that were in raids and they reuse them in the campaign, for example.
Barrel roll.
I'm fine with that. The problem is the mechanic in its original form. I don't want them to change it, because in its original form, that's the way it was designed, that's the way it's intended. And if you don't use it that way, it's not going to be that way anymore. And my feeling is, if you do a explorer mode raid and you go on the onset and you say, okay, we're going to make an explorer mode raid, we are now no longer designing mechanics with 6 people in mind. We're designing mechanics that can be done solo. And
you don't think there's like a middle ground where you can design 6-man mechanics but also design a mode that's accessible? Like, you don't think there's like a world where that exists, where for like both ways?
What I think is, if you start to think, oh, at the end of the day, this has to be done by a solo person, it changes it. And I know that for a fact that it is different, because that's exactly how dungeons are. I dislike dungeons. The one thing that I don't like about dungeons, I love dungeons. Dungeons are great. But the one thing I don't like about them is it doesn't feel like it's whenever I'm doing a normal dungeon, it doesn't feel like it's meant to be 3 people. And I feel like the harder version of the dungeon makes it feel like it's meant to be 3 people, because there's a time limit in one encounter, or there's an enrage mechanic. It's like you can't do it without 3 people.
Well, but isn't that the perfect scenario? Because like now you get the version of the dungeon you want, but also people who want to experience the dungeon and like Destiny also get the version they want. Isn't that kind of like perfect?
But here's the issue. What they did was they initially designed it to be solo and they added onto it. But it doesn't make it. It's at the core mechanic still feels like it can be done solo. Because at the end of the day, even on the hardest mode, you can still do it solo. There's people that do it solo. And there's a lot of mechanics parts that I can do solo in a dungeon setting. Even on the hardest difficulty. I can do the mechanic and just have my friends, you guys just help me do TPS. That's all I need you for. And the experience that I'm talking about, that mechanic that is different. And with raids, if you start out with the saying of it's gonna be solo and we're designing for 6 people, then
Nice.
like it's starting out solo and then we're gonna change it for 6 people, it's going to change the way you make it. It changes the way you think about the content.
So a part of this, at least a little bit, is you don't believe that the developers have like the ability to both create an experience that feels rewarding and the puzzles and aspects and the mechanics are designed around 6 people, while also doing that for a smaller number of people or easier setting. Like you don't trust that they have the ability to do that. Kind of. Not like in a bad way, just in like a that seems like something that they're not able to achieve.
I feel like if you do that, it's no longer the same experience. And if they changed, like, let's say they made a raid-like experience, like it was basically a raid, but they're not marketing it as a raid. They market it as something completely different. And from the get-go, they designed it like, oh, this is going to be a match-made raid-like activity, but not a raid. I'm okay with that.
So you just, but they can't call it a raid.
They're designing it.
What if they didn't do any raids, but they just did those? Thank you, Quinn.
I wouldn't like that.
I appreciate you.
I wouldn't like that because you're no longer having raids. Like it's if you're designing something and you inherently have to design around something.
I just don't understand. Why do you think they can't? Why do you think they can't take that into account when they're designing? Why do you think they just cannot make a raid experience that's traditional and good for 6 people and the mechanics work that way, and then also an experience within that same content or context that is viable for a smaller group or easier with pains or explore or whatever?
Because I feel as if they're compromising whenever they're doing it, their vision is changing about what the content is. And if their vision of the content changes, they will inherently design it differently.
So do you not like games when games have like difficulty modes? You don't like an easy, normal, hard? Do you like that, or do you?
Okay.
The middle ground would be a ranked equivalent. Okay.
It all depends on how you do difficulties. But for me, okay, like Mario, for example, for a long time, all Mario games had one base difficulty. They now have in Mario Odyssey or whatever, they have the easy difficulty or whatever. But they don't dumb down mechanics for the most part. The mechanics are the same. All they do is just give you more health.
Well, but like in a Mario game, if you put it on the easy, or you play with the easier character, right? You fall, but you don't die. So the mechanic of falling is now gone because you just turn into a bubble and you go back up.
Okay, yeah, but typically you would lose all your life and then you would just respawn. Now instead of you just get bubbled back. Okay, now let's take that to raids. Okay, let's remove the mechanic of revive tokens. Okay, now you can just revive yourself. Okay, leave everything else the same. You still have to communicate. Okay, maybe we make a
so you're saying the explore mode is just no revive tokens, infinite revives. I think that does the same thing. I think that scratches. Well, okay, but then we're doing the same thing. I agree with that. I think if that's the way they want to go with it, then for sure.
The way explore mode is currently is it explains everything to you, which I'm okay with it with someone explaining stuff to you. I literally do that. Okay?
Yeah.
But the problem I have with explore
you want to be the explore mode.
The problem I have with it is in the explore mode they did for Spyro the Watcher, the mechanic itself was made to, like, the way it was made was done for solo. So it was very easy to implement a way to explain it, like, concisely.
Yeah.
And even still, you and Jill ignored the text, you know?
But we got through very handily. We didn't get stuck on a single thing.
Okay, we will do, whenever Ghost of the Deep come out, I want to do that in Explorer mode, because that is a much harder dungeon.
Okay. Have we already done Ghost of the Deep? I was going to say, I don't think we've done that one.
Done Ghost of the Deep. So that's going to be fun to see if it's how you feel about Explorer mode at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, it won't come in with like a understanding.
You won't come with it like, yeah, you'll come in with literally nothing. I won't explain anything, and you guys just have to figure it out.
Seen recently games had a lot of accessibility options, making them ridiculously easily. Well, but I think my personal thing is like, I think outside of PvP games, outside of games that are like exclusively you're playing against other players, you know, because then the difficulty is going to be built around who you're encountering, right? That's like a entirely different thing. But I think if there's any PvE or like a, you know, modes like this has just a standard campaign, right? I think it's completely fine to put ultra easy mode, to put enemies don't shoot back mode, cheats and stuff. I just think if people want to enjoy it, let them enjoy it. Now I do understand, like I get the argument that he's making about raids and preserving that experience. I just feel like because of the type of game Destiny is, I think that those things should be more accessible because people care so much about the story, because it is role playing in a lot of ways and experience these real things, and so much of the experience is kind of open to everybody in the same way as like a campaign. I feel like it would be a relevant thing to add, but I think accessibility options are generally good.
Let me tell this to you. Okay, so you're saying you think that we do explore mode, but they can't get the raid exotic through explore mode. They have to do it normally.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Okay, so here's the thing. So they had something called they had some where
Trade?
GM, where what you do is in the GMs you could only do it if you did the, like you could only get this in Destiny 1. There was strike specific loot.
Okay.
So if you wanted like a specific weapon, you had to do that specific strike. You couldn't like do a different strike that week, a different strike another week to get the weapon. Well, people complained. Oh, I never got this weapon. It's like, well, I didn't do that. You didn't do the strike. It's like, well, I never got it. I paid for the content. Why didn't I get the weapon? It's like, well, you didn't do the strike. So
Yeah,
that's why you didn't get it.
That's
And then
silliness,
Destiny 2,
for sure.
they made it where it's no longer strike specific. And guess what? Now you can do any strike. And for me, it's like if once you cripple on one thing, you're going to start crippling on everything. Because as soon as you open up explore mode, people are going to play. Why can't I get the raid? I did the raid. Why can't I get the exotic?
Well,
Why
I think
can't
that's.
get the exotic?
I think
you
it's.
got to do the other mode. It's like, well, no, I paid for the content. Like.
I think it's fine for people to complain about that. No, but that doesn't legitimize anything that those people are saying. Because I mean, it's fine for them to feel that way.
So why does it legitimize their argument now? That's what I'm saying.
Because it's about the experience. It's about the experience. So much of the experience is valid.
It's about the experience. It's about I want them to have that experience, and we're trying.
But you want them to have it your way. You want them to have it in the same way that you had it. I'm saying it's fine to change the experience.
Game developers outset. This is the way we want people to have experiences. If you design for every single person, you're not designing a game for everyone is a game for no one. That is literally the design philosophy of Helldivers 2. Their studio, that's their motto.
It's a game
for everyone is a game for no one.
Helldivers, yeah.
Okay? And I feel like what Destiny has done is they've appealed to everyone constantly, and it's made them buckle on a lot of things that make the experience no longer, that rewarding.
Well,
and that's why
I would, but see, I think the argument that the game is rewarded at this point, it's like people still have thousands of hours. You're still playing every new thing. You know what I mean? Clearly, I think the way that they're designing it is working for a lot of people.
But what I'm saying is we've lost a lot of people because the game has changed like their stance on a lot of things. Before you could only do like that's why I don't play D1 because like what you have to do is you have to grind out. If you want to do the newest raid, you had to like to be the highest level. You have to do the raid multiple times. Like that was the only way to be the highest level. And I never did a raid. It was and they opened it up. But if I would have experienced a raid back in D1, I think I would have gone back if they would have had just like in-game matchmaking. That would have been great. Like not matchmaking, sorry, in-game LFG. Like that experience. Once that barrier was open, like where I was like, okay, I can play with people online. Because for me, the biggest barrier was I couldn't play with. we had one Xbox in the house. I can't
Hey, hello, how's it going?
dual screen Destiny, you know?
Yeah. Okay, that's the highest level for the moment, but they changed it when the expansion came out. Well, yeah, and then that makes sense, right? That things would change. It seems like we do both agree.
Everyone should use what?
It's no way. It seems it. Everyone should.
Oh, he's talking about Python.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I think we
I
do
left on
agree
accident,
that the
I have to go
raids.
back.
Oh, here I
have to go back to the tower.
I'm canceling out.
Okay, I have to go back to the tower.
Do you want me
I'll join
to?
you.
Okay. I think we both agree that there should be some other option for the raids. Now, what that is and how it works, I think more people. You want more people to play raids because the raids
I
are
would
the best.
love more people to play raid.
But it's just how they get more people there. I think maybe.
For me,
what about you?
whenever
Really
you
don't think
sign
that
up for a
even these like
raid-
super old raids, you don't think it's fine if people just had a way to just walk through it for funsies and see it?
And if the goal is just to, I just want to see this place, like, what? I understand.
Okay, that moment in the end of Last Wish, right, where you grab the thing and you run down, right? You could preserve that mechanic, but explain to someone and make it easier, give them more time or something, right? But like that would be an experience that I would want to have and see in the game, even if it was easier or way different, or I didn't have the context of all the other stuff that we've done. But I would have never been able to do that if I didn't have Ace Master Sherpa to do it. Raid should be pinnacle and not for everyone. That's why dungeons were implemented. That's exactly what Ace was saying earlier, I think.
Okay, Holotide, you've come in to help. Fight the people in chat. Help me.
Well, I 100% think that you have a valid point, especially people who are way in the game.
For me, when it comes to raids, there are things that I'm unwilling to buckle on when it comes to the raid. And for me, communication. You have to have communication in raid. If you don't have if you have a raid where you don't have to communicate, I don't think it's a good raid. I don't think it's a good raid experience. I just don't think it is. I think a raid is only really good whenever you're forced to communicate with each other. And because you're forced to communicate, you have those experiences. And so if like if you're willing to buckle on that, then you're no longer it's no longer a raid experience. That's what I think.
Well, but you recognize that like some of the stuff around raids make it impenetrable to people who definitely would want to experience it.
And I fully agree with that. I fully agree that like there are things in raids, not just in raids, but because of raids, the way they're set up right now, that are force people to that they just physically cannot do it, you know. And I get that, but there are also things in the game that I feel as if I have a game, okay, if I make a game,
okay,
because you can do this for any game you want, there should be a way. Like, there's always a way to beat the game. Does that mean everyone should beat the game?
I guess it depends on the game, right? It depends on the game.
So it's not a clear-cut It's not a clear-cut statement anymore of I bought this game, so I should be able to play everything in the game.
Well, but I'm not saying that either. Like, listen, I'm not saying it should be access to.
Hold on. I'm getting to a.
Okay. Let me hear it.
I'm building my argument.
Go ahead. The coup de grace.
Okay. So you're willing to accept that there are some things in some games that at the end of the day, just because you bought the experience does not mean you can do it. You have to at least follow the game and listen to the game to be able to do that experience.
Yeah, I think it's fair. Like I don't think like the difficulty where it's like the Valkyries in God of War. It's like I get that like not everyone's gonna beat those unless you spend a lot of time getting good at that. I think that's fair.
Spend a lot of time to get good at the game. Okay, so we're willing to accept that in games there are going to be experiences that not everyone can play. That is just from the get-go. No, doesn't matter what game you
Yes,
in
yes.
some
It's
games.
just the raids. I don't think that all the raids should be like that, and all
Okay,
the raids
so
are
at the
like
end of the
that.
day, oh, hold on. I'm not done yet. Let me
Go.
finish. So on that, okay, so we're accepting that there are some things in some games that people cannot do.
Yes.
It,
Yeah.
like they just can't do.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
fair.
so I'm okay with lowering the bar to entry, but there is a floor somewhere. At a certain point, you have to just say get good. Like you're okay with that, right?
Yeah. I think at some point, some things,
At
it's
some
like
point,
you
you
have to be good
say,
enough.
get
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like at some point, okay.
For
If
you-
we're trying to make these arguments saying that every player in every single game should be able to do everything, okay, that bar is no longer there.
Okay. Wait. So this is
So me and you, we're saying there is a bar. I'm saying the bar should be here. You're saying the bar should be a little bit lower, and that is a choice. You know, where that bar lands is no one's gonna agree on. No one is, because we're a whole bunch of different people, and I think currently there are some things that in the game
Do you finish
that
what you
could
need to finish
lower
with
the
this?
bar. We could lower that bar, and it would still preserve the game. It would, for me, still makes it to where I'm okay with lowering that bar some. Have a ping system. That would be amazing. If you made a raid that was matchmaking, or just or a version where you have infinite revive tokens. So, like, if everyone dies, you still wipe, but there's no revive tokens. You can just keep reviving people, like you can in a dungeon. It's infinite revives. Okay, so we've lowered that bar. I think at a certain point, if you lower it too much, it's no longer the same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just
It takes all the achievement out of it. Timmy No Thumbs can just walk into the pinnacle activity and just do it. Also, athlete just expecting to be good and no accomplished things without practice and all that carries over to gaming. Yeah, I agree. I also agree with Undefined. It's like against other players, get good is fine. Computer enemies gatekeeping. I think that the middle ground here is have the raid experience that offers the pinnacle gear and the great stuff, and then have the raid experience that doesn't offer the best stuff but still allows people to play it. I don't see the act of like doing the raid, like just being able to do the raid, I don't feel like needs to be like locked behind being super skillful or knowledge about the game. But I do think getting the best items maybe should be, which I feel like Destiny generally does kind of do that, right? Because like you can kind of do most stuff, and they fix the power rank with everybody and stuff like that.
So you said for like the Valkyries and God of War, you said you're okay with not everyone having to do that. But what if I said that's my favorite? That's my favorite boss.
Yeah,
I think everyone should do that boss. You know, then some people are going to complain and say like,
I think it's fair. I think it's fair to people. It's fair for people to complain about it, and I think it's just on developers to determine what content that is. And they can make that choice. I just don't think raids are the. I don't think
Bungie has drawn that line. Like, you have to be able to do this, and they lowered it substantially since D1.
Yeah.
They've lowered it substantially since D2 launch. They've lowered it even more because now, before you had to have they used to have it where all raids were at the max light level.
Like when they do missions and raid spaces.
Where
I've never
only
done
the
one of those.
newest raid was at the max light level.
Yeah.
Then they changed it to where now, as long as
I
one
agree
person
with
on
that,
your team has max light, everyone could do that raid.
Yeah.
You know, they're lowering that side, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's Bungie's decision, and I'm okay with them opening up,
That's exactly that's exactly what I was saying. Boundless was just saying exactly what I said. I said like after when the next content cycle comes out, add the explore mode or whatever, and then the 2 content cycles after that, they can get the gear from explore mode or something. That was my idea. But I do agree, like Hollow was pointing out, and this is what Ace has been saying as well, is like, how do you fix the mechanics? Like, how do you make the mechanics work? I just think there's a way for them to, I think they could figure that out. I think they could develop it so that the mechanics are viable for an explore mode type experience and for the core one. But I get wanting it to be.
I think a lot of people are thinking like Bungie just will never buckle on this. They've obviously have thought about this for a long time. Otherwise, we wouldn't even have explore mode for dungeons right now.
Yeah.
Like they've thought about this. They've probably tested, because they do a lot of internal testing as well. So maybe they tried Explorer mode raids as well, and it just didn't work, and they had to do more iteration.
Oh, look, Eternal saying the exact thing. Ace was saying that a lot. Ace was saying that a few months ago.
Yes.
Dev should have said, yeah.
Please ping. I keep trying to ping in this game since I played Marathon.
Oh no,
he was saying so many times.
he was saying the dev should incentivize veterans to guide noobs. Yeah, I think Ace had even brought up like maybe you get like a guaranteed drop or something if you're the Sherpa, or if you've done it a certain number of times you come in.
For every person you Sherpa through the raid, it ups your chance for the exotic, or you just get double loot for that encounter.
That's a good miss.
You know, like
yeah.
Or now there's a whole bunch of red borders. What if you Sherpa someone through a raid, you get another guaranteed red border?
Yeah.
You know, I feel like the only thing right now they had a cosmetic that is only available for like the first 90 days or something of an expansion coming out. So I feel like they should definitely incentivize the hardcore community to help out the less experienced, like the new people. I'm a big advocate for having people go into raids and help people. That's what I do. I love Sherpaing people. And yeah, as Valen says, the emblems were cool when they had them. It's just you can't acquire them anymore. Because it was only a limited time thing. Like, I feel like they should just make it permanent. Where, like, no matter what, if I help 12 people out, you know.
Yeah.
See, my argument for raids is like, well, some people will never do them. Make it easier for the other people, the people that have done bajillion raids, to help out the people that haven't. Make it easier for these people to interact with each other with the ping system. Make it easier for them to be able to find each other.
I feel like that's what I've been hearing since I started like paying attention to Destiny. Was people saying, make a ping system, have a ping system.
And the fact that they have it in Marathon makes me hope that they can definitely do it for I will say the ping system
it needs
Marathon
some fixes.
It needs some it needs some fixes. But
it's a little rough.
Videos,
yeah.
like, it's a little rough.
You're painting everything in between you and whatever the fuck you want, basically.
Yeah.
Exclusive cosmetic gear makes the Sherpas look godly. Holy shit, that would be cool. So. Would you want exclusive Sherpa cosmetics?
That would be awesome if they had exclusive Sherpa. Like, because here's the other thing. At the end of the day,
every shot
can't Sherpa
Sherpa armaments, yeah.
Everyone can't have be a Sherpa, because if every single person has done the raid, then there will no longer then now some poor Jimmy that just joined the game. Once he's Sherpa through, now everyone's done it. He can't Sherpa anyone through, which I think that's cool. I think it's cool to have a thing that like. At the end of the day, not everyone can get. Yeah. I'm okay with shinies. Shinies go away, you know? And you can't get shinies anymore. Like, I'm fine with that. Because there's completely cosmetic and it doesn't affect your experience of the game. Like, once it goes away. So I feel like having Sherpa-specific, like, ornaments or shaders or whatever would be super cool. Because now we're incentivizing the hardcore community to help out these young people. Is there going to be an experience where some guy tells you to stand in a corner? That's going to happen. But that happens already. And I think it'd be more of a benefit because I think there's a lot more people in the Destiny community that are less toxic. That would be willing to do that. And that's just my faith in humanity. And if you don't agree with me, then you don't believe in humanity. So.
And that's on you. What do you think about this? What about a pedestal emote? Boundless added here to be able to tell people they're below you. What if they had a pedestal you could stand above everyone? What if Sherpas were just a little bit taller? But if you Sherpa raid, you gain a foot of height in the game.
You gain 1 inch for every Sherpa, and there's just someone like 30 feet tall.
And busty waifus for Sherpas. Good. Yes, we can figure that out.
Just a body pillow. Yeah.
Just an actual physical body pillow they send you.
Yeah.
Height adding boots.
What I want them to do is at least experiment more with getting more people into the dungeons before Explorer mode. I think having Explorer mode for raids, But having Explore Mode for Dungeon is helping people not only do a dungeon for the first time, but also being like, oh, I've done a dungeon now. Like, maybe I feel better about doing a raid. You know, maybe I feel like I've done a hard dungeon before. Maybe now I can do a raid, and feel better about getting into that experience. I feel like.
What about an Ace Sherpa body pillow as merch? What do you think? First merch for the channel. Ace Sherpa body pillow. We'll get working on that.
Jill would have to sign off on that.
That Boundless said, "Tell Jill I want it."
Okay.
I'm sure she'll be down. Yeah. You know what? You are right about that, because I do think that you're right. The dungeon stuff might, because if I had never done a dungeon before and I was like, oh shit, this is pretty rad and it's like pretty long, these mechanics are cool, and if I saw that, I would be more inclined to like, well, what about the raid stuff? You know, if I was knowledgeable on it. Yeah.
And I think
that could be a way to get more people in.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great.
Ace watch musicals.
Like, and if you know, at the very beginning, what I said was, I'm okay with buckling on a few raids, Root of Nightmares, for example, Vault of Glass, and maybe one more, because then what you could do is you could have it as a limited time event. So if it's not great, it goes away, you know?
It seems like they do that with everything, where like it starts limited time. Is that like their go-to?
Whenever they're experimenting with stuff, yeah, they like to do like limited time events. But like, you think about it, like, it's going to, like, imagine having Sherpa raids, or not Sherpa raids, but like what you're talking about, Explorer Mode raids, but it's just a limited time event on some raids, not every raid, because again, I think there's some raids that like you just can't do. And you haven't even done Verity yet, so I don't even want to hear about that. Like, if people in the chat, if you've done Verity, imagine that, okay? So, like, just it would be interesting to see how it would play out for some of the raids that it would be possible.
Get wild.
I just don't think, as a blanket statement, you could do it for every raid. I just don't think so.
Yeah. Maybe I'd be okay with that. I just feel like the raids are so old. They've been around for so long. I think just anything to get more people
in and to get them their experience. If you do a limited time event, you get their experience in there, and now they're more willing to at least try out, you know, with people.
Yeah. Oh, get that boy! Run him down! Run him down!
Got him!
Nice.
Oh, there's another one!
I'm on him. I'm behind him. Yeah, we got him. We got him.
Kill streak. Oh!
I got your coin though.
Nice.
Nice. Got the coin.
Yeah, thank you, Balance. If a raid can be low man, well, technically all raids can be done with 3 people, but that's with major cheeses in some cases. If a raid can be done solo,
I don't even know I got this solo.
It should have an Explorer. I'm okay with that, because I feel like that's not like a.
Whoops.
That this is the elitist in me. I feel like Root of Nightmares is not a true raid. Like that's the elitist in me. That okay? If you want an elitist take, that's an elitist take.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm not. That wasn't my argument from the beginning. Like I definitely have some elite, quote unquote, elitist takes. And I'm willing to agree that I do have biases.
If I load up, I'll have to face my own ignorance again. Go for it, Eternal. Eternal, if you're in the Discord, we have a lot of people who play Destiny in there in the Destiny channel, and people are always around if you want to run something.
We're gonna do so it sounds like currently the next raid that we're doing with the group is going to be that's gonna be streamed is going to be Crota and then King's Fall back to back, and that will be the first week in June.
Yeah.
I think I double checked with Jill. She's good with that.
Sweet.
Me and Jake has already come up with a few people that we would like to do it with, because for this one in particular, we're doing 2 raids back to back, so it's a little bit harder to do a community version on the same day. So we're not. We're gonna ask a few people.
Whoa.
To see if they're available.
Crunched.
But in saying that, the next day on that Sunday, so we'll probably do it on Saturday. On that Sunday, I will open it up to have people. I'll do the same thing, back-to-back raids, but it will be open to everyone. And I typically do that with raids. It's just with doing 2 back-to-back, it's kind of hard to do 2 back-to-back and then do another 2 back-to-back on the same day.
Yeah. Shooting
so that's
you over
why,
and over again.
Oh, thanks.
God, I cannot hit their leader.
Damn.
I'm pulling back,
God,
pulling
he's
back.
so low.
Oh, they're pushing me. I know he was so low.
Also, for the other person that was in chat, Eternal, yeah. I do
Nothing
Destiny
beat Elise,
weekends
pal.
where I just go, hey, we're
Very
gonna do
fair.
raids or
Undefined.
dungeons. Just let me know. I haven't done one in a little bit because Marathon came out, so everyone was playing Marathon if we had access. So I kind of felt
Got the leader?
I was playing it, Jake was playing it, so it was like it made it a little bit easier for everyone to focus on that. I think the next one will either be this coming
They all
weekend or
spawned in.
next weekend. I'm still determining, depending on
Very true.
Jill's schedule, because I don't like if Jill's like, oh, by the way, we gotta go to like, I don't know, a reunion or something like that. You know, I don't want to like double book myself. So
Something important you miss. Whoa!
But
Oh my god!
But I do post it on the Discord. If you join as a Guardian role, I will notify Guardians if there's a Destiny weekend. And if you join the events role, if I do a event raid weekend, I'll put it on there.
Oh shit! They just got their coin and ours.
Yeah. Also, Eternal, if you have any questions about Destiny in general, you can ask in that chat. People are really nice. I try to answer some if I can.
It's still gonna be a problem. No people, no people.
Jill's not gonna be fun. Jill does raids and stuff with us, so it's good. I
wait,
think I
hold on.
can
Let
do
me get my
one
thing
more, and then I've gotta go.
here. That's fair on the vibe.
Take the doggy out. Take him for a
Old
walk.
little ace.
Yep. And then I think I'm gonna get some lunch soon too.
Absolutely.
How much longer are you gonna stream?
Probably not much longer. I need to see how much I have left in this. I would like to get it done now because I just want the gun
I don't know if
sparrow.
that's gonna happen.
I would like to just push through and finish.
Well, if you really want to get it done now, how much silver do you have? Because you can buy 1 rank for 100 silver, so you could technically get it right now.
So I'm almost 12. Yeah.
Rank 12. So you have 100 and
I have to get
1,000
on later
silver.
tonight.
You could easily buy the last 3 ranks. So we get 12, and then you just buy.
I can't do
Oh,
that.
you can redo you can reroll.
Oh, do I have one?
You can
Oh,
reroll
good point.
a
Good point.
Daily challenge right now.
I'll do
Oh,
that.
don't do it though. It's almost 1 o'clock. If it's 1 o'clock, then that
It says
all the
1
daily
hour and
challenges reset.
39 minutes.
Maybe reroll one of the faster ones because you could finish that before the
Collect
reset.
coins. Oh wait, I re-rolled it and immediately was done.
Oh, nice. Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
you're
can't
rank
buy
12
it.
now. Okay, you got 3 left. You could do it. I believe you could finish it.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting
Listen
close.
to balance. Don't do it, Jake. Don't give in to greed.
I can't buy the stupid ranks for this thing. Let me see here.
I didn't
want
buy
the
them
sparrow,
either,
though.
but because it's only a week long, I know some people can't like
Yeah.
dedicate so many hours to it. I wouldn't for this case in particular. I would be okay with people if they said like, "Hey, I bought the ranks to get the thing."
Back in my
I'd be
day,
okay
things
with
weren't this easy. I guess ultimately, though, doing this is not. I mean, we're not really getting anything, right? We're just getting a car with guns on it that I don't even know is really going to be that useful, but it's just cool.
It also changes based on your subclass, and
that's kinda
it is
cool.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
This is the next event. Anyone know? Have metal not appealing? Well, I guess simultaneous to this, right? The Raid of the Nine stuff's going on. I don't know what comes after
Yeah,
Raid
Raid
of
of
the
the
Nine.
Night is going on.
I guess.
Yeah, Raid of the Nine is going on right now.
Edge
The
of
next
Fate.
event is going to be Solstice. I'm pretty sure it's coming right around the corner. It's the summer event. I like Solstice. It's pretty good. I just hope they do a new activity this year.
What's normally the activity for it?
The normal activity is the bonfire event. So what you do is you load into this activity and you go around defeating enemies and you're throwing these little sparks to the bonfire, making it bigger. And then once the time runs out, then you once the time runs out, then you fight a bigger boss at the very end, and that's the whole event. And you can do a few other things with Solstice. It's typically a great place to get armor, but since again they're doing the armor rework, I wouldn't worry too much about armor. The weapons are okay. They got some pretty good weapons. They got some pretty dinky weapons too, but I think they always do like they always reroll weapons and stuff, so it's gonna be better.
I'm just kind of throwing these things around right now. Man, when they double up and they get two of you. All right, I'm gonna go down, but I'm just gonna pull really far back, so hopefully you guys can grab me. No, this is rough. Percentage isn't going up. What percentage? What percentage?
Ooh. Oh, sorry.
Come on. Oh.
Oh, so yeah, Solstice armor is pretty good because what they do is for the looks at least, not for the with Solstice armor, Jake, they have special glows that you can activate if you finish all the objectives, which is pretty cool. It usually is pretty good stat rolls too, but again, I said don't worry about the stat rolls. There's whole Armor 3.0 is coming out. I'm so dead, by the way.
Oh my god, I'm like, this guy's so low. Come on.
He's dead.
Yeah, there we go. That was a lawn fought battle. Oh,
undefined,
dead.
hell yeah. Let's go.
Oh, the drops. The drops. Brutal, I don't even know how the drops work. I guess it's just watching, right? If it's linked, it'll work.
Yeah, if your account's linked, it should work as long as you have it enabled.
I am heavying my metal right now. It's a scam drop. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. He got it? Where is he? Oh, he's right here. Here we go.
The thing that
Did I miss him?
I'm excited about is see what they do to Marathon, because you know all of these arguments we just had about Destiny, Marathon does have PvP and it's inherently PvP. So you from the get-go said you're more willing to like to not be for some of those arguments that you just made.
Yeah, well, because you're going to be limited by playing against other people. And that's fair. So you can't really control that.
I wonder how much Bungie is gonna buckle on Marathon.
Ooh.
Because, if they're willing to buckle stuff on Destiny,
Like buckle what? Like what do you mean?
They did at the end of the day. They did make Explorer mode. That is like a change. Like I don't think they would have made Explorer mode 2 years ago.
Are people really that mad about Explorer mode? People don't want Explorer mode?
No, I don't think people are mad about Explorer mode because again, it's a dungeon. But I feel like people would be very mad if they just came out and just said raids from the get-go. I feel like it's okay.
Oh my god! I thought we were winning that. I thought we were winning that engagement that you're in there. They all looked pretty low. Hey, those undefined.
It was undefined, but I died early on. Didn't help.
Oh, he's so low. He's so low. Nice. Thought you were going that way. Whoops. Encountered that issue before. Don't know if it's a direct solution. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm getting bullied.
Yeah. So I'm just interested to see because at the end of the day, it's not our decision of what happens.
No, I'll call Pete. I'll call Pete.
Oh yeah, sorry. You can change what happens. I can't.
I'll let him know. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah. With Marathon, I feel like you have a little bit more pull. At least we're in the alpha stage, so anything's possible. Obviously, if everyone's gonna say like, oh, why don't they just make 7 maps to launch? So you have that pull. So
yeah, I made that up. My coin's there if someone wants to pick it up. Oh, he did not keep going.
So I'm interested to see the what they're willing to change about the experience.
Oh
if
my
any,
god, that's a lot of
because
coins.
there's a lot of things about Marathon which I think
Oh,
you can't. People are like, why don't there's a PvP mode? Like, I don't think they're willing to buckle on that. But at the end of the day, anything's possible. So they technically could buckle on that.
and do
Just make a
PvE.
PvP, just PvE game mode, or like the solo experience. I know they talked about a long time about like, are they willing to say, okay, sorry, but at launch no solos. Like, we're not catering to solos. I don't know.
They seem pretty committed to their vision. I don't know though. I think the Play MA thing tomorrow will be very telling of how they're interpreting the response to the alpha, which I think could go a good way or a bad way. We'll see. We'll see.
At the end of the day, I'm willing to pay $40 for just the alpha, what I played in there. So like, they've got me hooked, whatever they do.
Yeah.
So
That's the $40 argument. I do not understand people being upset about that. It's like, I don't know.
It's not even $60, and now Xbox is saying, oh, everything has to be $80.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's half
like,
price.
Why is $40 such a big deal? Like I understand like the economy is not that great, but like
Yes.
it's not even full price.
If I could hit one shot, that would probably be helpful to our team. Oh my god, he's behind me.
That would be very helpful.
So Marathon survives as long as Destiny has. It's so cool. The lore goes deeper than Porn Star. Yeah. Yeah. I think Marathon will be in a good spot. I think a lot of people, there's a lot of, like I've been yapping about, there's so much outside of Marathon that has been affecting Marathon. Are you the leader? Oh no. Oh, you're right here. Oh my god.
This guy has been chasing me around this pillar for so long.
We got you. We're here.
Let's go! I was one hit for so long. Let's go! Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just
The
about
spins.
to die.
The spins. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll see. We will see. I think more so than Destiny. I think more so than Destiny, Marathon, as like just the style of game it is, has a lot of opportunities to kind of expand in ways that won't fuck people's stuff up as much. Wizzy, Wisey, how's it going? I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well.
And I think also having a game like Marathon is a tougher sell, not just because of like Concord, but because of the way the industry is now. Having a live service game come out, it's like a lot of people, they see games as a disposable medium where you just play it, you have your fun, and then you stop because it's dead. It's done now. And the people that are more appealing to the live service, they already have a game they're willing to play. They already have a CS:GO, they already have a Destiny, they already have a whatever it may be. So it's like, it's just harder to get people into live service now. So I think that's the battle they would be
Thanks,
fighting.
Wisey, I appreciate
and not not the argument of, is the game worth it? It's more of just like, are people willing to stick around?
Yeah. Personally hate the fact that Concord ever existed, because that is hurting Marathon, and I personally think it's unfair. Yeah, Concord has hurt so many games, because now anytime somebody disagrees with something or doesn't like something or attaches it to a culture war, they can just yell Concord at the top of their lungs.
Yeah, I think the other
yeah.
problem with Concord is,
are you gonna do one more? I didn't want to start it because
I'll do one more. Since
after all,
you're about
why
to stop
not?
streaming. You're about to stop streaming soon, so. And Ace is sleeping right now, so I'll let him sleep.
Yeah.
But the thing with Concord is the fact that everyone keeps talking about it is because it was a kind of a well-known studio, and they were making a kind of a game that typically, I think years ago, would have sold pretty well. But the fact is, it didn't. And I think it's less on the game itself, because people that played the game, the experience of the game actually wasn't that bad. It was just the fact is the gaming, like if that game would have come out like 6 years ago, I think it would have had a much different reception. I think a lot more people would have actually ended up playing it. But the fact that everything has changed now, since COVID, and like I think that's the main reason Concord failed, is not,
Game more than just
Just
escape
because
from
the
reality,
game-
culture, community. Yeah, absolutely. Most casuals, just pixels and adrenaline rushes. That's a funny way to put it. Will be vertical map with raid mechanics. The marathon, yeah, the marathon map will be very interesting. Yeah, that was one of the things I said. I do think the other maps just need to feel very different. But yeah.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that feedback. I also agree with your feedback that, whenever you're playing with random, he just needs to listen to your pings, You kept talking about random in particular. It kind of felt weird,
Oh, random. Where are we going here?
It sounds like your problem's with random, not the game.
That's mostly most of my problems are random related. Ooh, I hate taking a... does it do different damage depending on where it hits you? Like, if you get a direct hit, is that worse?
I actually don't know. I haven't experienced a difference. I do know that the rocket, so the tracking rocket does the damage of 2.
Oh, shit.
So if you get hit with the tracking one, which is the secondary fire, it's double damage. So if you see that you got hit like more, it's probably the tracking rocket.
See, I thought the tracking rocket was doing less damage, but was tracking.
Oh. No, it does more damage because you only get 1 unless you pick up.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Just trading coins back and forth.
That's what's so good about coins. So if you're ever about to pick up a coin, you haven't used your tracking shot yet, quickly shoot it off before you pick it up, because you can't hold more than 1.
Jesus, they're shooting a lot. Need to show the WoW card. I hope they do it. Really want Marathon to see because I really enjoy playing Alpha. Okay. I'm pushing up.
Oh, I did mean to ask, what did you think about the Renegades announcement? I know there's a lot of people. There's a lot of hubbub about it. What did you think about it?
I would assume the hubbub's from the lore people, right? The hubbub's from people who like care about the Destiny narrative. No? What is it? So people, who is it from? Who's upset about it?
So
what are they upset about?
From what I've seen from a few videos and stuff, is the people that are upset are people that are saying it's gonna be just, it's another Star Wars thing, and they're just making a Star Wars expansion instead of making a Destiny expansion. And I just don't think that's true whatsoever. Like, one, it's inherently going to be a Destiny expansion. It's going to feel like a Destiny expansion. I don't think that they're going to just make, let's make Revenge of the Sith in Destiny. Like, that's not going to happen. But they being able to use like lightsabers and stuff.
Shit.
I feel like a big issue comes with like with people are like complaining about it because, like, for Fortnite, for example, whenever you think of like, we added Peter Griffin, it's like, you just straight up added Peter Griffin.
Buff Peter Griffin, right?
Yeah. I feel like the issue with some people, like Balance just said, he doesn't like seeing Darth Vader just in Destiny. I think part of that is not actually on Destiny. It's actually on Lucasfilms and Disney. Like, I think they don't want you to...
At least we're both bad.
If you think about Witcher and other games they had collaborations with, they made skins that were Destiny themed, but definitely had like they were the themed of whatever they were mimicking, and not just straight up what it was. But only for the Star Wars skins did they do that. So my assumption is it just because we like Star Wars and we just wanted to make it Star Wars, or is it because there's something else that's forcing them to make it like that?
Or the Star Wars stuff just kind of almost fits, right? And so it's like looks way more.
Yeah.
I do think like the main problem that I had is that the way that I understood it, or the way they described it, was like we're going to like riff on the concepts of Star Wars. Like Star Wars is talking about this big Imperial army and like a small rebel group and maybe the Force, you know, a secret brotherhood of people. I guess maybe not secret, but you know, in hiding at least. Like I thought that that's what it's going to be, and then seeing Darth Vader, I was like, okay, well that just is Darth Vader. So it's kind of confusing to say you're doing it that way and then literally see him.
Well, so the thing is, the Darth Vader costume is at the end of the day, it's just a skin.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
It's just all cosmetic. If you read the website, it talks about that the story elements and stuff they're copying is the concepts about bounty hunters and like so think of more like Mandalorian. Think of it like that. And some of Destiny's best stories, Forsaken, for you guys out there, is just literally just the story of like a spaghetti western. My mentor has died, let me revenge him. That's literally all Forsaken is. And people loved it. You know? It's like you can have these homages to these big stories and still have it be Destiny. It's like we've done it in the past and they can do it again. You know? I just don't see if it comes out and we see Darth Vader in the Imperial Army and like that's the new story, like that's the whole story, like I would be annoyed. I would. But I don't think that's what's happening. That's not what they said.
Yeah, surely they won't do that. That would be like that would be crazy. Reassuring
the community, like if you go back and watch the clip, before they even mention Star Wars, they keep saying like it's a Destiny story, this is Destiny characters, Destiny story, like it's all about Destiny, like. And if whenever I was watching, I was like, yeah, duh, of course it is. And then they said, oh, it's Star Wars. And I was like, oh, that's why they kept had this whole preamble. Yeah. And I'm okay with people being cautious, like Balance just said, he was just being cautious. Like, obviously, make it be known that you don't want this, and I think the community has done that. But then there's the side of the community that is like taking it completely out of context and just like blowing it out of proportion. But then again, that happens with everything in Destiny.
Yeah,
anytime anything new comes out, there's always a side that blows it out of proportion.
I think at the end of the day, like I don't really care. I don't really like Star Wars isn't going to sell me on more Destiny stuff at all, but also it's not going to push me away. Like I just don't really care. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Yeah. Like in the sense that like I recognize it, but ultimately
I think it's a majority of the player base.
Like I think honestly, the max amount of care I would have about the Star Wars stuff was like earlier when they showed the other Star Wars skins, and it was like, oh, cool, kind of neat. I'm honestly, I am very excited for Edge of Fate, just because it seems like, based off what they're saying, it might be. Now, all the stuff that I saw after in the ARG stuff does not lend towards this. But it felt like what they were describing was that the story was going to be more approachable if you're not totally tapped in. Like it was going to be more singular to this experience. I don't know if that's ultimately what it's going to be, but it felt like you're going to this kind of like Lost Planet. You're doing Metroidvania style shit on that, uncovering. It seems like it's going to be contained within that world. That does pull me in because I'm not going to be relying on a bunch of context that I don't have at all. Everything since D2 has not been in the same vein as D1. That's what you were sold on. Having fun, but starting to move on. You're starting to move on after a long time, though. That's a lot of good gaming. Ace, did you get booted from our team? Or did Undefined? Oh, I'm not going to buy any more D2 stuff now?
No.
Because I feel anything, just that the new saga doesn't look interesting. Well, have they? Yeah. Is it fair, Ace? Like, have they even really like? Have they? Is this the new saga? These just kind of feel like spin-off.
So they're doing a new saga that's going to last 2 years. It's going to be 4 expansions over the next 2 years. Each expansion is going to be 6 months long.
Okay.
And that at the end of it will propel us into the next like 6-year saga, like the next big overarching story.
Oh, we lost you.
I think I was. I was trying to make this point last time, but I'm really annoyed with all the people that go, we want more questions in Destiny. We want more mysteries. But yet,
No worries,
for the
I'm fine.
past 10 years, they've been complaining. We want some answers. It's time to actually get some answers in Destiny.
Now they want mystery.
It's like now they want mystery again. It's like, well, of course there was gonna be mystery. They just had to finish off the story. They can't just Destiny PD pisses me off a lot sometimes. It's like they don't know what they want.
That's okay.
Because as you
That's
said,
how people are.
it's very diverse. I will say, if you watch any Destiny content,
The cheer, thank you. I appreciate that
new
bit
thing
for
that
that.
comes
Hell
out,
yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're
Any
good.
new thing that comes out, people complain about it. Doesn't matter what it is. It could literally be a ping system, and people would complain about it.
Introduce mysteries and solve others at the same time. True.
And they did introduce a lot of mystery, to the thing, but they were ending a 10-year saga. They needed to answer the big questions.
Yeah.
They just needed to.
Last video he posted on Tuesday was good. You guys go watch. Oh, I appreciate it. Too kind. Just me yapping a little bit. A little bit of a yap sesh. Damn, it
Are you
almost.
gonna start a podcast?
Am I going to start a podcast? Yes. Here's my idea for a podcast. I've said this before. This is the podcast I want to do. It's called Poorly Pitched, and it's just me every week just pitching a TV show idea and then acting out scenes from it. This is the podcast I want to do.
What you should do is it should be you do it'd be a podcast, but if you watch the video version, it's actually the scenes as you talk about them.
Yeah, it's us acting it out. Yeah.
Do you know a drunk history?
Yes. Yeah. We should do it like
It
that.
should be like that. And then and then this person says this, and it's just you moving your mouth.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Pitch game ideas so I can steal them. We could do game episodes too. Poorly pitched could apply to games, movies, TV. I feel like that's ultimately what I end up thinking about the most. Oh, what if this was a thing? But I don't actually want to do it or have any interest. I just want to talk about it. I don't want to write it. I just want to yap about it because it's funny to me. Durandal dating sim. We'll get working on that one. That one we will go through with. Undefined.
That one's already in the works.
You must be getting a lot of kills because I don't think I'm killing anybody. Or I guess we have another teammate now.
Oh, did Undefined leave?
Oh wow, interesting. Using the yeah, he thought that last one was the last one. This will probably be the last one.
Oh.
I never thought about using.
I thought you left, so.
I never thought about using the boost to beat someone up. I never thought about that. He boosted me off the ledge. He pushed me.
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty good move. Listen,
You
I
can
want
only
my
really
War
do it
Sparrow.
against tanks though, because if you flip a tank over, it messes up their vision and stuff. Can't really flip a brig over.
You should be able to though.
You just trip them. They fall
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, realistically, they should be way easier to flip, I think. Go! We gotta go! Oh my god, that guy's so low.
Okay, I got 2 of them really low.
Shit.
Got his ass.
Oh my god, we traded.
Oh.
Fuck.
Our teammate just stole my.
We're losing the thing. Take out his knees.
I think another slight issue some people might have is the Lightfall story. They said was based off 80s action genre, and I think people that had that experience it's not like it felt like an 80s action genre. It's the fact that the story didn't feel great. So I think some people might have some
I don't know if the
reservations
80s
about
action
that.
genre was best known for their narratives, right? That's what it was. They
Yeah.
achieved that really well.
Because they were trying to like, because if you there was a scene that literally looked just out of Karate Kid. There was literally a training montage.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
Opinions on Lightfall.
It's when it's like right at the end when you're learning how to use Strand.
Listen, this is how bad of a Destiny player is. I came back to it after only playing basically the D2 campaign on release to play Lightfall. That's where I came back at. That's what I. That was the very first thing I did. And I liked the guy. I liked fucking what's his Nimbus. I fuck with Nimbus heavy.
Mr. Nimbus.
God damn
Could be
it.
lost because we didn't have undefined.
At least I wasn't in last place. Opinion rejected. Cyrus moan and groan.
No, that's part of the. That's part of the dating sim we're making. It's a little mini game.
Ay. All right,
What
how
level did
much
you
am I
get
gonna
to
have to do?
at
Let
the
me
end?
see here. Come on, let me look. Why is it not letting me look?
I think you might have one more reroll also.
Oh, I get one more reroll here in a second. I have 2 more to do. 14 and 15. I'm like almost done. It's okay. I'll make it.
If you literally play tonight, you could just do the daily challenges and you'll be done.
That's a good point. That's what I'll do. All right, I appreciate you.
Because the
Ace.
reset's at 1. But yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
head
be
out.
locked in.
Have a good one.
You too. I'll see you later.
Good yapping with you.
Absolutely. As always. Have a good one. What a friendo. What a friendo indeed. Cool beans, guys. Almost done. I know. We will get it. Before you go, I have almost completed a meme for you. Oh, okay. I can stay another second or two. Let me know if you play later. Yeah, I'll hit you up, Boundless. I'll probably play tonight a little bit. Get that finished. Let's say today's Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. Wednesday. Indeed. But it should be good. What else there's something else I have to do here. Well, I guess I gotta like figure out because all my shit's pretty weak. I'm gonna need to get more upgrade materials to bust up to 2020 now. Because look, that one's, yeah. What does this look like? That's a ditch cowboy hat. I have robotics programming class night. No worries. No worries at all. Sounds fun, dude. Good luck. Build a brig for me. Build a brig. See, should I just wear this? Should I just take this? This shit looks so cool. I really like these ones, though. This is the one I want to wear. But I don't have any class items that don't have a hood or something. Like, I want to wear this, just the helmet. One that doesn't fall over. Thank you. That would be helpful. Or one that does for a little variation, right? What does this do? Vanish? Oh yeah, I already looked at that. I had so many exotics in my Postmaster as well. I guess I should figure out what all these do. I didn't even know that they had shotgun heavy weapons. What the fuck does that do? Always fun indeed. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate you. Or can I post the meme? Are you in the Discord? We have a meme channel in the Discord. Your meme can be featured. I do have the Tau Ceti. Okay, I did the thing to get the Tau Ceti emblem, and I want to say I even figured it out because it wasn't popping up for me. How do I get it though? Do I have to go to collections maybe? But yeah, if you're in the Discord, let me know. I'll pull up the meme channel so I have it ready for us here. You don't see a meme section. Interesting. Do you have the runner rule? Flare emblems, general, last page. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're my hero, undefined. General. Okay, well, this is it. I guess I don't have it. Collections, Flare, General. That's not there. Go to Bungie Claims. I thought I did that, and I thought I grabbed it. See, this is the same issue I was having right after the event happened. Farming extraction. Link your Twitch with Bungie? I did. That's what I'm saying. It did pop up on the thing. Oh, the what? Okay, yeah, Eternal. You gotta watch it. Okay, here, we'll pull up Eternals. I think you just sent it. Here, let me see here. When Jake 7 breaks. Okay, I'm digging it. I like that I'm on the couch here. I appreciate it. Good stuff. I'm in for a good time with these brigs. Thank you. I appreciate you. Maybe I got to get the marathon one eventually. Here's the couch. Just had to. I appreciate it, Eternal. Good stuff. Oh, and on the Discord, we can star react. So hopefully we can get that to the starboard in the memes channel. All right, guys. I appreciate you. Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Having some fun playing Destiny. Tomorrow I'll be playing some Doom, I think, at noon. And then I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. I want to keep playing Clair Obscure. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way to go, though. We'll see. All right. Have a good one, everybody. Goodbye. I appreciate you, Wisey. Goodbye.